Yo, check us out. Check us the fuck out.
What's up? We live, yo. We got a good show today. So Dre, do the introductions, my nigga.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Opinionated podcast. We are your host.
It is I, coolest of Kevs.
Dash.
And I'm Big Dre. And we got a new look for y'all today.
Yeah,
What you think, bitch?
Damn, dog. Like
Oh, okay. I wasn't actually calling anyone a bitch. That was just me being cute. So, what you guys think? It's a new look. How we looking, baby? How we looking? And they said it couldn't be done.
Yo, switch it, John. Come on, make it public.
How you do that?
Comments. Go to your video. Yeah, what's going on?
Hold on, y'all.
We're technical difficulties.
How you do it?
Click that 3 bar right there, boom. Edit privacy. Public. Kev, do the same thing. There you go.
Ooh.
There you go, Kev. Get Kev on there. Listen, we're here. You gotta do the same thing.
Oh,
Go on your
okay.
video.
Hit
Go
the
on
3
your video.
bars. See,
Okay.
our co-host is texting.
Texting is John.
See, I wasn't gonna take it that far.
Please don't say that.
Your girl, dog. You got a girl, right?
Yeah, but I ain't
Edit
texting.
privacy.
I'm
Edit
not
privacy.
texting my girl.
Edit privacy
All right, man.
and public.
There we go. We got the comments. So listen, today's show is protecting our black queens, man.
Protecting them, which is a
reason,
serious topic.
the reason we're doing this, the reason we are doing this show today is because what happened recently. Meg Thee Stallion was shot in the foot, allegedly.
Your mother says hi.
Shot in the foot allegedly
I'm talking
by
to you.
My mother?
Yes.
by.
He thinks I'm joking.
I know your mom's on screen.
Your
Say
mom
hi.
said hi.
All right, listen. Can we get
Hi,
to the
son.
show?
When I see Kava, I look up and I was like, who the hell's Kava?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to be.
Yo.
I'm
Meg
sorry.
Thee
please,
Stallion was allegedly shot in the foot by Tory Lanez over a dispute they had in a car, and everybody heard this and made memes all crazy about that. And Meg Thee Stallion came out and said that she doesn't feel black men protect black women. That is not the first time black women have said this about black men, as far as being in the society and all that stuff. So, you know, black women don't feel protected in the workplace from other races. They say they men sell them out or leave them out to dry. They don't come to bat for them because, you know, a lot of cases you see black women sticking up for black men when there's like police brutality or with their boss or with anything. But our women don't feel protected. They feel unsafe with us. But that's something that I think goes back to the slavery days where the slave master would rape black women in front of
in front
of their men, and the men couldn't do anything because they were scared of being punished by their slave masters.
Right.
So it was a way, I think, to break the black men so this problem could keep going on, and what ultimately led to black women being like more independent, saying they don't need us for certain things like that. They're good on their own,
Right.
and it just a trickle down effect into black culture that's just so messed up right now, and it's just you know, we need to get rid of that. It's something that we need to do away with.
I mean, I think it's definitely in the way we brought up, and it's in our society. Some people say a big influence is from our music, talking about women, women like they're hoes, hoes or bitches or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and not upholding them, and holding them to a certain standard. So, I mean, I can say at least the way I was taught. I try my best to respect my black women. I know I treat my wife really good. I don't know if she treat me good, but
You gonna say that live on camera?
She knows it.
She
but I
beat
treat
you.
her well. Yeah. Well, she don't beat me. I just can't beat her if we was in a fight. But no, seriously though, like I try my best because that's what my mom, that's what my aunts told me. I was raised by women, all women.
Yeah, multiple sluts.
Yeah, so it's like, guess what? They get treated with the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm accountable.
I mean, I was raised by a woman, of course, my grandmother, and I mean, there was a lot of people in my household. My Aunt Sharon was there, my Uncle Eric, of course, my father, Big Kev, but the staple of our household was my grandparents, the late Leroy Berry, who was my doggy dog. and my grandmother Claraberry, who back then we used to think she was really really mean, right? Yeah, when we was growing up, my
Yes.
grandma was the bulldog.
Grandma will kick
She
me out of the
was,
house
yeah,
all the time.
she ain't take no shit. But you know what? As we are
Right.
I gotta adjust it.
as we
Jesus.
got older, we kind of understood why she was the way she was then. Cause now she's nice as ever.
Because
My
she's
grandma was,
older.
Shit,
yeah.
now shit
Now
be
she ain't
different
got
when
to
you get
deal with
older.
us as kids, so she could be like, whatever.
But
Shit's
But
different when you get older.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But back then we didn't understand. We were just like, she was mean. That's all we knew. She was mean. She was
She
like,
was
she was
keeping
mean. She
order.
wasn't. Everything we did revolved around her being gone. If she went to work, anytime between her going to work and coming home is when we did whatever. And then we knew if we had to ask her, more than likely it was gonna be no.
so
So
so this subject about the black women not feeling protected because let's say in the workplace for instance, like they don't they feel as though like if something happened, like say if a boss or another coworker or somebody higher up says something to them out of pocket, they don't feel, these women don't feel like, they see another black man, he'll just look at the situation and duck off instead of, speaking up for her or
Right.
just even just standing there, just standing there with his presence over her shoulder to say like, all right, say what you gotta say to her while I'm standing here and give that dude the look like, bro, you get out of pocket though. I'm on your ass, B. let it be known I'm on your ass, son. Like, don't say nothing disrespectful to her. If you want to discipline her, how you should, but respectfully. And then after that, once it's said, whatever says, I'll walk off. But a lot of black women don't feel like this. Like I said, men to see that shit and be like, oh shit, and just
Should
out.
Another conversation is I don't even see a lot of black women in my workplace.
No.
That's another thing. I don't see enough black people in my workplace. That's a conversation within itself. You know what I'm saying? But if I do, I feel like if anybody talking crazy to it, yeah, it's your job to step in and say, yo, first of all, the fear of losing in that specific stance,
That
the fear of losing your job,
over to defending somebody else.
right, becomes the issue there when it should just be, nah, you step up for it and you deal with the consequences, which could be easier said than done, but
it's
that needs to be
definitely
the
easier
conversation.
said than done. I mean, how many times have you in your lifetime seen a situation where it doesn't necessarily just have to be a black woman? It could have been any woman. Is being talked to some type of way, or you see something going on, and you tend to rather want to mind your business than involve yourself with that situation. You know what I
I'm a
mean?
business minder
I mean,
with anything though.
I tend to mind my business because I don't know the situation that's in. I don't know what's going on, and also I don't want to involve whatever I got myself going on with into that world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know the after effects of what's going to happen, but at the same time, it's like you see some shit like that, you know what's wrong. You want to kind of intervene,
Mm.
but how it is with today's society, it's not always a good idea to intervene. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you want to play Superman, but you never know when you're gonna walk into that kryptonite. You know what I mean? Like, you know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
I don't. I would. I'm not one like to stand there. Like if I see somebody, a couple arguing, yeah, I'll mind my business. But homie, like taking her head off, like just beating the shit out of her.
I think that's when something needs to be
Then
like
it's
straight
like,
up.
yeah, like if I see his sister getting mollywopped, or maybe if our boyfriend, like, yo, bro, like chill, like just chill out. Like my kids is here, just go do that shit somewhere else. Just don't do that. I know, cause she's probably gonna stay with him 9 times out of 10. But like, yo, bro, don't do that shit here. I don't want to see that shit.
Is that a deterrent, knowing that has happened before? Because I know we all know people, women in our family. Not to cut you off, we all know women in our families or whatever
Got mollywopped and
that
kept.
that the nigga beat her up, and niggas went over there, cousins or whatever went over there, beat the nigga up, threw him out the crib, and then a week later the nigga back over there and they back together. Is that a deterrent?
It fucks you. It fucks you up. It makes you like I come over there one time to save your ass, and that's it. If I come over there to save you from your dude dusting you, and you back with this dude again, there's not. I have nothing to say. Like that's what you want. That's what you expect. I ain't going to jail over no dude. Most of the time, I go over there with a situation like that, Dre. It's like I come there. I come there with a bunch of dudes. This just to show force. Like,
Okay.
all right, bro. This can really go down if you wanted to go down badly. Like, and sometimes you see the female like, oh, don't do it. I'm just coming there to show force. Don't. But at that same breath, my nigga, don't say nothing out of pocket because we already on edge.
Right.
Get your shit and go. Now, she stayed with you after that.
That's
Then
on
I
her.
ain't coming. I ain't coming no more. Don't call me. That's on you. You like getting whipped on. To all be to you. But for the most part, if I see something like that, I'm like, yo, bro, don't do that in front of me. You want to do that? Like most chicks that get slapped up or getting slapped up badly like that, sometimes or most of the times, it's because it's happened before and they still with this person. You can see sometimes you see females that don't get hit because they're the ones that is like fighting back, fighting back, calling the cops. The cops, you know, I want him gone. Done with your ass. Don't bring your shit back. Or they'll say, I never expect you to put your hands on me. No man puts his hand on me. I'm done with you. Like that was one and done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's most of the time, but
Uh, it's a very delicate thing. Like if we go back to the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez thing, number one, we don't know what happened.
yeah.
In all honesty, we
don't.
actually don't know what happened. But is Tory Lanez locked up?
I think he got arrested. From what I heard, he got arrested. Yeah, I think he had a mugshot picture. I think they both had a mugshot picture.
I think
Well,
I
she's
think
the
he's
victim.
being investigated.
I think
I think he's being investigated. He wasn't charged with anything.
When I was reading up on, they both got charged. I heard she was whipping him because he's only 5'1".
Wait, I didn't hear that. What?
From what
Yeah,
I
I
heard,
heard
yeah, I heard he was.
She was beating his ass?
Yeah,
She ain't small.
nigga, she's 6
She's
foot. She
ain't
She ain't
small.
called Meg Thee
That's
Stallion
a
for a
tall
reason.
glass of fucking water. It's a
Exactly.
tall, thick glass of milk.
It's always
Chocolate milk.
it's always a big John with a tall John with a little
And you
ass
can't.
nigga.
All right, so I don't want to make light of the situation, but I mean, all right, I don't want to make light of the situation.
Nah, you just go ahead. I say it for
But
you.
if you, all right, if you got a girl and you think you going strong arm her and she start knocking you the fuck out
Oh,
and she start
shit.
just whooping on you, I don't think you should shoot her, but you should at least find some cover. You should do something because that's probably what happened. He probably did something. She stole him and he was surprised and he pulled out the gun and maybe accidentally shot her.
He shot her in the foot. He pulled. He did a Harlem Nights on her, dog.
Yeah, he
hit her in
the big toe.
When Odella Reese was whooping Eddie Murphy
Mhm.
ass, that's probably what happened, dog.
That's some coward shit though. You don't pull
That
out a
is
gun
some
on no
coward
woman
shit.
at all. Period. You're a
Oh.
coward for that.
That's a hoe. If you got a John,
I stand by what I said.
She's 6'4", 6'5",
Right?
240, and you at the time you like maybe
Who she?
five,
What team she play for?
5'5", 5'5". Like, yo,
The Washington football team.
and you 5'5", 140 pounds soaking wet, and this chick just rag down on you.
You gotta eat that. You literally have to take the ass whipping. See, I'm the type of nigga that even in the street, if I'm boxing a nigga and he bigger than me and he treating me, I'm not gonna go get a gun and go come back and say now who's bad. I gotta take that ass whipping and say, yeah, you whipped my ass. You gotta take it from the girl. Yo, she whipped your ass. Eat that. Eat that. You know what I'm saying?
Hold that L, dog.
Yeah.
But I think Tory Lanez was like, yo, she give me the business.
More
Like,
calling.
I got my strap. Like he probably pulled that shit like,
Show me too.
bitch, stay back. Stay back, bitch. You got one more time to hook me, you big motherfucker.
It's not funny. We do want to protect our black queens out there,
So let's
but it'll be come on,
let's stay in the same vein. They're both music stars.
because she's very disappointed in the way people been making fun of this, because she got shot
She did
she
get
got shot.
That's a legit
and it
ass.
ain't funny.
It ain't funny, but in today's society, you easily become a meme off the most serious shit.
Man,
Yeah.
she is a public figure at this point.
6 foot.
You can't You can't. That's what you're gonna go through. If you find yourself in the spotlight, no matter if it's good or bad, somebody's gonna make fun of you. If you ain't got, if you don't have, you know what I mean, a heart of steel, you gotta keep that shit cold. You gotta be tough out here in these streets. You gonna let all these people just talk shit, and you just gonna be soft about it. You gonna trip yourself up over and over again. You know what I mean? You are in the industry at this point. Somebody's always going to have something to say about you or to you, or you know what I mean. It's just going to be how it is. And it just so happened that you got shot in the foot by a nigga that's half your size in a limo. So wherever y'all was
Half
at,
her size,
you know what I'm
though.
saying?
Yeah, she carries.
I like Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is a dope artist to me. But like you said, he is very, very small. So he could be
He's
on
very,
some
very
shit.
small.
He's a small individual. He is.
That's Mario
You know what
before the
I'm saying?
mushroom.
And,
Oh my
and,
gosh.
And if I was his size and I found myself in the corner of a car with two females and one of them is 6 feet and she look like she could palm a basketball and she's balling up them fists to start hurling them at me, who knows what happens at that point? If I'm getting jumped, I might be like, oh, where the motherfucking pistol at? Y'all motherfucking bitches is tripping. You know what I mean? And who knows? Amongst the scuffle of him grabbing the pistol, it might have went off. Caught her in the foot. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that ain't never good. That's never okay to pull out a pistol on no damn female. I don't give a fuck what she's saying. Unless
Right.
you pull, unless
Right.
she pull one out on you.
Dre, if you in the corner of your car and Meg Thee Stallion got you in the corner and she's cocking back, just throwing them Jones in you, bow, and you can't find your
You
way
have to
out
eat
of
it.
these punches.
You have to eat it. You have to eat it.
Dre,
You
I'm
have
pretty
to
sure
eat it.
that
So she's
Tory is willing to
she's
go
UFC
through-
punching you in the
Yeah,
corner.
UFC.
You have to
UFC.
eat it.
I'm pretty sure Tory Lanez is he'd rather
So-
take the heat for busting her in
Nah.
her toe than
Nah,
for him to come out of that motherfucking situation with him getting his ass whooped by two females and
That
that
was
be
one.
on
It was only one female.
Well, we don't know what actually
we don't know what
happened.
happened in the
There
truck.
was somebody else in there, by
It
the
was
way.
somebody else
Oh.
in there. But we don't know what happened. But I can
You gotta eat
imagine
it. You have to eat it.
I can imagine that. You gotta think about it. Right now, Meg is getting the blunt of everything social media wise. But if there was a spinning story out that she was whooping Tory's ass in his truck and he got out all fucked up, and she guaranteed you, yo, if she'd have bit the bait and she'd have been talking shit about
Nah,
it. If
he
she
would
was
have
on
been the
other-
victim. He would have been the victim.
He
I
would have
would've been
got
championing him
trashed
right
on
now.
social media, bro.
But-
there is no way we'd have been on this. The first of all, the topic of this podcast would have been 100% different, a 180.
Yes.
How to protect yourself.
Protect your
it
black-
would have been
you
protect
your
black kings.
Yes.
All right, it would have been a 100. It would have been 180. You know what I mean? And he would have been the fucking butt of all the jokes. You know what I mean? All the talk would have been on him. Damn, nigga, getting your ass whooped by. And some of us would have felt like, oh, damn, it's all right, bro. She was kind of. She's 6 foot. You know what I mean? Such and
Niggas
such.
will understand
6
that.
foot
You
brick
got your
shit house.
niggas.
But yeah, it don't matter
Damn,
how
I
we
wish you could flash a
understand.
pic of Meg Thee Stallion. 6 foot brick shit house. Boy,
It
I'll
don't-
tell you. That motherfucker.
you want that?
Protect
huh,
your
Jay?
black queens. That's all I got to say.
You want that, huh, Dre?
I'll protect that black queen.
So we gonna. Stay,
I got a black queen to protect, by the way.
Let's stay in that same vein though. We dealing with music, and we were just talking about that earlier, like how we portray our women, our black women in the music, because we all, you know, from that.
Who you calling the bitch? UNITY?
Yeah, bitch, hoes, big booty hoes, swiping credit cards through their ass.
I mean,
Hey, I mean, they play. I mean, I don't know. Do some of these women play a part in their own demise because they cool with the shit that be in these videos?
I
Or
think
should
that's
we-
a slippery slope because I'd rather get a woman's take on that because I really want
Yeah,
to know.
any
Is that
women-
empowering?
Any women out there that want to speak on this on the podcast, just put a comment on one of our pages. Let us know, and we'll send you a link real quick.
I think when it comes to that, I think it definitely started in a certain way when we was calling women bitches on records and shit like that. Like it definitely started in a certain way. Now, it's a little out there, like the way they be talking about these women, the way they be talking about these women, but not all of them though.
It's not all women, but some women do handle themselves in that light like that. Some, like most of these chicks nowadays portraying like the whole thing is what's cool to be. Like legit right now, you don't like these chicks nowadays. You like, I don't want to make none of these chicks my girl. Like how they hold themselves,
Right.
and you like, damn, where was they at when I was hoeing? Like hoeing. foul shit to say, but it's facts, nigga.
Protect your black queens, brother.
I do protect my black queen, but you gonna
Not with your penis.
Hey, listen, you gonna offer me some pussy, and I'm single, and ain't no fucking way of.
All right, I'm not. Let me stop leading you down these roads.
You can't. Yeah, don't lead me down these dark roads. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna turn no pussy down if I'm single.
Oh, shit.
You wanna give me what? And I don't gotta do what? And I ain't gotta commit to what?
So okay, so
Okay, cool.
when it comes
The
to
music.
when it comes to us talking about protecting our black queens, do you consider or would you say that not every black female and black woman is a queen?
They all are queens.
They're all queens?
Yeah.
You want my opinion?
In a certain regard, yes.
Not every black man is a king, and not every black woman is a queen.
I agree to that.
But here's what I mean when I say that. So, what doesn't make a black man a king? What if a black man, the thing that doesn't make a black man a king, hold on, like the thing that doesn't make him a king. What if that's his past and he changes his life and then conducts himself in a certain way?
He's a king now.
So every black woman or black man has the potential to be kings and queens.
Yeah,
But that doesn't make them one.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying they have the potential.
We all
to be that.
listen. Here's the thing: we all have potential to be president when we're young and growing up.
You mean we are?
But we all aren't going to be president. It's only going to be one at a time. We all have the potential to be millionaires, but we not all going to be millionaires.
Right this second.
You know what I'm saying? It's all potential. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of kids who got drafted to the NBA off of potential. Didn't make it.
All right, so
you know what I'm saying?
So let me
In
change
the
what I
NBA.
said. We all have the potential to be kings and queens.
Yeah, I'm not gonna label.
Semantics king.
I'm just saying. All right. So if you seen somebody who you know was doing dirt, doing this, doing that, you don't fuck with them. That in the third, you would consider them to be a king. Just say a guy.
The potential.
Potential, but would he be a king in your eyes right then and there?
Hell no.
All right.
Just like these chicks ain't all these chicks just because I understand about black empowerment. I love it. I'm glad that it's finally taking shape. Glad that people are finally black people recognizing their worth in America. I'm not labeling every joint a queen because every joint they're not queens.
So
and black
all right,
empowerment
so
doesn't mean that.
So wait, let me ask you.
You know what I mean? Like you're putting we're putting our ethnicity and race on a pedestal because we know that we need to do what we need to do to survive, and we need to be just like every other ethnicity, and we need to come together and take care of each other.
So
do we do that? No. So with that being said, I wouldn't look at every black person or Spanish person and be like, oh, that's a queen. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do to make sure that you're uplifting yourself, your brothers, your sisters, and whomever you feel as though you love and got a kinship with, you're not doing what you're supposed to be as a king or queen right then. If you're not taking care of yourself, how could somebody label you as a king or queen?
All right, so let me put the earlier situation back into play.
Okay.
You're at work, right? And there's a black woman being disrespected, but she doesn't care, like she's, I don't know, what example did you use earlier? She's on drugs or whatever. She's not.
All right, then.
Do you take the same stance? Like, fuck
still,
that bitch. She don't respect herself.
Nah, I'm still gonna take the same stance. I'm like, I know, like, okay, she has the potential of being the queen. You going in on this chick 'cause she doing drugs. If you're being out of pocket, say you fucking crack whore, you fucking dumb junkie and all that shit, I'm gonna say something. Like, bro, she has a disease right now. You on drugs, crack, dope, whatever. It's a disease.
So we don't, we protect her.
I protect her. I protect her from that shit right
but
there.
But she's not a queen.
Yeah, I'm going to, you probably not at that point. What I'll do to her, dog, is after I handle homie, I'll pull her to the side in a respectful way. Like, look, ma, you see how they treat you? That's how they look at you. You got to get your shit together. Like, you fucking up out here. You don't realize you fucking up out here. I mean, you look like you could be a beautiful person. You look like you got a beautiful future. Yo, man, do something with yourself instead out here. I know it's hard, but look, man, it's better being the way you're getting treated now. Uplift yourself. Like, I know most people on drugs don't want to be on drugs. and they do more drugs because they just trying to get rid of the pain because they on the shit. At first it was fun to do, but it ain't. But I'm still going to treat her like she.
Sorry.
God damn,
I'm sorry,
Dre.
dog. I'm trying to get this shit.
I'm going to treat her like she has.
It's new.
I'm
It's
going
new.
to treat her like the potential to be a queen. Now the different instances, the chick out there hoeing and slut, like being wild out of pocket. And
So she doesn't have the permission to do what she wants with her body?
bro.
I'm just asking. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm
If
playing
she out there randomly, if she's out there sucking,
advocate.
if she's out there sucking every dick she can get her hands on, and want the respect of wifey, but at the same time she wanted to be wifey with you, and she texted another nigga sending her a dick pic, and she ready like, I want to put my lips on or whatever, or sending back the wet mouth emoji. Dog, you ain't listen. You are what you are. You know what you are.
Not a queen.
You a hoe.
I don't categorize what you do sexually to determine if you're king or queen status. You know what I'm saying?
So where's your judgment of king or queen status?
I mean, whatever you want to do as a person sexually, that's your fucking business. I could care less. You know what I mean? Unless we're involved some way or another like that, then it would be my business because I need to know what the hell is going on. But what you want to do with your body, that's up to you. I mean, that doesn't necessarily change how you act in public, or you know what I'm saying, what your goals are, what you're thriving to be, how your mind frame is, you know what I'm saying, how you determine to make money, how you build up those around you. If you like to fuck, then that's just what you like to do. You know what I mean? Some people are nymphos. Some people have erotic fantasies. They just like to play them out. It is what it is. But on your day to day, if you're goal oriented, you're making money, you're taking care of your family, you're helping other people's family, you're making sure your friends is good. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to uplift others mentally, and you know what I'm saying? Like
Bro.
you have other morals. I don't categorize. I mean,
It's two different things of being a nympho and being a hoe. It's I'm sorry, it is because
What's the difference?
explain.
You better talk yourself into a corner.
I ain't about to talk my
Them girls
Yeah.
gonna hate you, but what's the difference?
Yeah, explain
between a
that to me.
nympho and a hoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
A nympho is just somebody who's not trying to commit to nobody. He's just out there having sex because that's what she wants to do with a bunch of random people.
And a hoe is.
And a hoe is a girl that wants to be treated like your girlfriend, but still out there fucking everybody, but want demand the respect of you treating her like something you want to attach yourself to. But you know damn well you can't attach yourself. Why are you trying to be my wifey? Or
I
like,
don't think
that's
that's
a
the
hoe.
definition of a hoe at all. I mean, hoes were labeled as women technically. Hoes were whores. They were people who went out and you paid them. You know what I'm saying? Pimps had hoes.
I'm just
Pimps had
saying.
hoes and hoes were on the street. You know what I'm saying?
that, but you want the hoe is a woman who want the qualities of a girlfriend. Oh, you're right. You gotta buy me this. You gotta treat me. You can't talk to nobody else. I'm fucking everybody, but you just mine.
So would you
hoeing.
consider a porn star who is in a relationship with a man but fucks other porn stars a hoe?
No, she's a business person. She's a business. That's what
But she falls
that's
under
her
the
job.
definition of pretty much what you stated. She's a woman who
Pretty sure
is in a relationship, but she still fucks
She's
other
going to
people.
work. That's her
But
job.
she's enjoying it though.
That's her job. I don't think she's.
So if
Oh,
she
that
wasn't,
one- just
so
'cause
if
you're
she
a
was
porn
doing
star
it for
don't mean she's
free,
enjoying
it
it.
changes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it changes a lot. Though.
I'm not saying. I'm just
It's-
giving as an example. Like she's enjoying it. So
She's not.
what would that make her? She's just a woman at work.
She's at work. Yeah, she's a woman at work.
I think that's too thin of a gray.
No, I think the common
area.
denominator is judging. That's what I said
Yeah.
when we all talked about women and if they're queens. I feel like when it comes to protecting them, there shouldn't be a pause to say, yo, what do she do when she not here for me to not protect her? It should just be like, nah. Like you have to put them all under that umbrella. You have to.
I do. I put all. I treat all. I treat all equally, especially when it comes to female.
Unless they're whores
Nah,
Crackheads.
Nah,
or crackheads.
nah. Because there's a couple of joints I know that was out there.
Don't let them be both.
There's a couple of joints I know
It's
that-
over.
Double-edged sword for
I
you.
know, I know what joints that was out there was holding. I know what joints out there was home. But I treated them with respect in class. But I knew, don't try to be my girl because I know what you do, and don't get it confused. Like I know what you do.
So here's my
We
thing.
may go out, hang out. We fuck.
If you know a hoe, right? And I mean, let's just say randomly, she's not trying to be with you, but you know that she has her hoish ways. She has a dude, you know she fucks other dudes, and you know y'all just know each other. Y'all cool or whatever. Your acquaintances, friends, however you want to call it. Do you still treat her as a queen even though she's not doing it to you, but she falls under the category of those you wouldn't treat like a queen because
She's doing her nigga foul.
so
So,
she
So I think we're talking about two different things.
I
When
don't
we
know.
say
Good question.
protect our queens,
yeah,
I would say as like
as a whole.
as a whole in
Yeah, I
general,
protect
like
all
you
my black
protect them.
women.
Like, look, even though I don't care what she do on her own, but what I'm not gonna let happen is her nigga smacking her up or this, that,
yep.
and the
I'm
third, the
not
fourth,
letting
and the
all
fifth.
that. You
Like,
not.
it don't need to be that. They
Yeah.
need to be upheld too. There's a reason why they call the white women Karen, and Karen can go into, a store and demand to see the manager or motherfuckers listen to what that white woman says. But a black woman is just like, you know what I mean?
Bro, I don't.
She's just a bitch.
Nah, I don't
You know
do
what I'm
that.
saying?
If you hoe, if you hoeing, you hoeing. I'm not. I'm not gonna let
Oh,
nobody.
we're back to host. All right.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna let nobody. I'm not gonna see a female and let them just get treated like dog. Like you just gonna dog her. Like you just gonna drag her. Like that's not cool. I mean, there's a couple incidents I seen. I'm like, yo, like I had to leave alone. Like, yo, but we caught the nigga. And the nigga, we turned the nigga into bitch. But you right, man. I don't. If you hoeing and you out there, and you got your ways. I ain't gonna. You a hoe in my eyes. That's what you doing. But I ain't gonna let nobody drag you. I ain't let you get beat down because that's your joint. I'm not gonna beat you down. I ain't gonna speak on that shit. I don't care. That's what you do. As long as you don't try to approach me with the shit like you need something more from me, cause you that's how you hold yourself.
So when it comes to protecting our queens, is it more protecting them from physical situations
No, it's just
or
it's just you can you want to protect them from you want to protect them from everything, but you can't. All right, put it this way. All right, put it this way. I'll just get off the whole thing. Say the Joan, she thinks she living a life and she's popping pills, but you know that shit. You know what that shit lead to, and you try to like protect her. Like, yo, man, you should really leave that shit alone. That shit, is fucking you up, and I can see it. Like, won't you switch your lifestyle? You don't want to fucking listen. If you ain't trying to if you're not trying to switch your shit and I'm trying to help you out and all that, and you want to keep eating pills and go down that dark path while I'm trying to give you the knowledge, kick knowledge to you, you ain't trying to hear shit I'm trying to say. Like when you get, you won't.
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at
Yeah,
the pause.
yeah, my nigga.
Paul.
You ain't trying to hear what I gotta say, but I'm trying to tell you, like, look, man, you eating these pills, you out there doing this dope and all that shit. You gotta switch your habits up. You brushing me off and calling me cornballs and all that shit, nigga. You don't know what you talk about, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That's what you want to do. That's on you. Fuck it. You come around, you want some help, then I'll help you. Right now, you want this other shit, go do you. You figure it out. Figure it out. You need some help, I'll be here. If you don't want to listen to me right now, figure that shit the fuck out. Oh well, that's what you want to do. You grown.
So let's make this productive. How can we protect our black
How can we
queens
protect
better?
our black queens better, dog?
Yeah.
We gotta
Hoes and hoes also.
really real shit. We gotta we gotta uplift them. How we view them. Like a lot of people think what's beautiful. Okay, you might want to check. A lot of people.
She ain't gonna let it go.
A lot of people think that what they eyes is beautiful as black is light hair, light eyes, green, straight hair. It's not, you know what I mean, straight hair.
You're welcome.
Light skin, all that shit. Well, that's not the case. Our black, like, there's a lot of dark skinned women out there. Dark skinned women out there are beautiful too with their natural hair and their natural attributes. Like that's one thing. Cause when we put how they put black women in movies, look how they switched up Aunt Viv. They switched up the girl.
Yeah.
They switched up the girl that was in what was that? What's the show Damon Wayne had?
Oh, the little girl. Yeah.
She was dark skinned at first when she started the
She
show.
was.
Now she's light skinned, straight hair. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they do it all the time. They don't.
It's kind of crazy, yeah.
What's in our videos? What we see is what they consider beautiful in the music video. Light skin. Niggas always talk about I need a light
Red
skin,
bone.
red bone, or what kind of chick?
Yellow bone.
Nah, not yellow bone. What they
Oh, I've
also
heard
call
that before.
a different look. What's they
Foreign.
foreign look? Like, all right, dog. Where's your dark skinned women at? Where's your ones with the natural hair? Why ain't they considered beautiful? Cause me personally, my girl knows. I tell her all the time that dark skinned women are the most beautiful things in the world I've ever seen. My mother's dark skinned. My mother is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in the world to me, in my eyes. Everybody, every
Not your
boy.
girl.
My girl's there. She's on the same level, but your mother. Come on, let's be real. Your mother is the first woman you see, and you think your mother is the most beautiful person you ever seen. My mother's dark skin, so I naturally, I think dark skinned women are beautiful, but they're not portrayed in that light. They're always seen as these ugly, harsh, uh, loud and abrasive women. Look how they played the joint in House Party, the first House Party. You had Gina, and then you had the other the dark skinned character.
Oh, AJ Johnson.
Yeah.
AJ something.
Yeah, so Gina was like the more quiet, shy one, and all this. The dark skinned one was she was the hoe. She was loud. She was abrasive.
She was more loud. I don't know if she was a hoe, but she was definitely loud.
She was loud, abrasive.
And Gina was the
more
pretty friend.
The pretty submissive. That's both of them wanted. Well, no, they both wanted the dark skinned chick, but she was just out there and out of pocket. Yo, like why dark skinned women got to be seen like that?
It's definitely.
Oh.
I do agree. It's definitely an issue there.
That's awesome.
Especially on like movies and TV. So all right. So do you think that's us, or do you think that's more like the white?
That's us in Hollywood. If you doing a music video, you don't gotta necessarily like I'm just gonna have all red bones. You can have all hues. You can have all the colors. Black women don't just come in one color. You got light, brown, dark, straight hair, gray hair, yellow. I mean blonde hair, naturally blonde hair, green eye, brown eyes, dark color eyes. Put your women out there. Show them that they all beautiful. Not just show that one brand of woman is beautiful.
Right.
Because every joint you see is like every time you look at the music videos, light skinned joint with a fat ass straight hair. Like, oh man, like dog. I know some chocolate chicks that are models that they, oh my gosh,
right?
Just to see how that skin tone, like damn, that is sexy.
So one of the things that we can do to start protecting our black women or protecting our black queens is more
like imagery.
like perpetuating that. I think I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. I'm gonna be real. Like, yeah, the whole social media era and all that, it's not all good. But I think that's a part of it too. Is like you get to see them in that light more because they kind of control that. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna name drop.
Go ahead.
I'm a name drop. I'm a happily married man, but I'm a name drop. Lee Mason. That's one of the Instagram. I'm just saying because it's not a. If you go to Lee Mason's like Instagram account, like she's proud. She's proud. She's beautiful, proud, and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different kind of confidence. Is what I speak to. You know what I'm saying? And I do think right now, in the way that everything is, you get to see that more because it's like it's not just Hollywood, and Hollywood, the radio or music videos is the way we view things now, or the way we digest things now. You got all the social media, you got YouTube, you got all that shit. So it's like the way. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying like I think it's better now too, because now the way we see all the colors of the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? How many of your favorite, I ain't gonna say Instagram models, but your favorite people to follow or whatever, dark skin, light skin, whatever skin.
Buddy, there you go. Suck that stomach in. Get past that camera.
I lost 25 pounds, bitch.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but nah, I feel you. I feel you with the facts like that.
We need screen by screens because you gotta show you had to show Meg Thee Stallion earlier, but you gotta show Lee Mason.
I get it. I'm getting on that right now. I can do that. I can do that. I can do it.
Oh yeah, you thought it was just about us having a new fucking setup, bitch. We can do everything now. Take that.
This is her, right? Oh, okay. Let me get a good picture. Keep talking, man.
Oh, I'm gonna keep talking. So protecting our black queens, the actionable plan. I do think it's deep. You cannot be solved in one podcast. But I want our queens to know, like, yo, we for you. We are for you. And believe it or not, with all this crazy shit going on, we sticking together more.
Yeah.
Like that's what's gonna come from all of this is we're sticking together more. Yeah, that Tory Lane shit was lame, but We're sticking together more.
Is it lame that he whipped up on her? Is it?
It's all lame, nigga. Like, don't ever fucking do none of that shit with no female. If anything, walk away. But what's also lame is my black queens. You cannot try to blow up a man's Jeep Grand Cherokee. So with us treating you like queens, I'm not shaming nobody. I'm not, because I understand getting mad. I had my tires flattened before. But you got to also conduct yourself like a queen, too. Because we're going to treat you like queens. That's a given. All right, how about that? That's a given. We're going to treat you like queens, but you got to conduct yourself that way. Just like I got to conduct myself like a king. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I have to. I'm not saying I'm like that all the time. I'm saying that I have to. If we all try to be better and stick together, I think that's the type of stuff that's going to help us out. You know what I mean? We can protect you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so but you just saying don't blow our shit. That's funny.
Oh yeah, don't blow my Jeep Grand Cherokee up. I feel partial to that because I got one. I saw that shit and it hurt me. It hurt me to see you. It hurt me to see you blow it up, and then walk like the Lion King after you got blown into another car. I saw that shit. Everybody said at least she got up. No, she turned into the Lion King for a good 5 seconds. She ain't know where the fuck she was. That shit blew her mind completely across the damn parking lot. It ain't funny neither. Because I want to know, hey, guess what? We on your side, Queen. Because I want to know what that nigga did.
I want to know what he did, too.
For you to blow that nigga car up, I want to know what he did.
That's like I seen a video of the shorty. She was chasing the dude, and he ran in his house and closed the door behind him, and she started pulling on the door so hard on the screen door.
Bro.
She pulled the damn screen door off and fell backwards with the whole damn door. Like, yo, what is
Queens can be Hercules too.
Why? I mean, yo, listen, that shit is crazy. You doing stuff that's going to ultimately put you in jail.
Could we say
regardless of the fact?
Could we say that it's because the guy didn't act like a king?
I don't know what they did.
Not to make fun of this, but I mean, can we say that?
I don't know what they did. Is that necessarily always the case?
What is women thoughts about? You know, they always try to shit on us. They think just because we don't pay all of, you know, we ask for a 50-50 split on the bills in the household, like this ain't fucking 2020. Goddamn, this ain't 1945. Yo, like we gotta split the bills nowadays.
I need to talk about that. I'm sorry.
I was about to say
this is for our queens and our kings out there.
So I'm about to say I got a question about that, my damn self.
Ask the question.
All right.
Away.
So
to the queens.
And this isn't to all the queens. I mean, this is really directly towards the women who feel as though, and even towards some of the guys who feel as though the men should take care of everything in a relationship financially. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you are capable of doing that and you want to do that, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with being that person. Okay. But if women have fought for equality in the workplace, equality just in general, WNBA, they want equality in basketball. They want to get paid as much as men when it comes to comedy or any type of being as an actor. They should, equal pay. Equal pay. You want everything equal. Why would it not be feasible for it to be equal in the household as well? You want to get paid the same amount but don't want to spend it? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel as though it's just a responsibility of a man to take care of the woman because he's a man and you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I mean, all the tweaking that's been going on through all this shit.
I think it's some. It's definitely not all.
I'm not saying it's all. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not like that. I know plenty of women who's like, nah. You know what I mean? He does his part. I do my part. We come 50-50 and we go hand in hand, which I think that's a great thing. You know what I mean? Somebody should be there for whatever that other person lacks and vice versa, because that's how you're able to boost each other up. That's just my opinion. I mean, obviously everybody's opinion is not the same thing, you know what I mean? But why would you fight for equality and independence and all of that and then turn around and be like, but the nigga should pay for everything?
No. Well, so back, I think that's a great topic also, right? That's a great topic. To the dark-skinned black queens. We're going to bring it right back. I'm sorry. Show a picture of this beautiful black woman, please.
Oh.
This is
Oh, you got it?
Show a
Okay.
picture of this beautiful black woman.
this is Lee Mason that's coming up right here. This is first.
Now, this is not for us to ogle this woman. This is just strictly to show you that beauty comes in black.
Yeah, exactly. Dre's just dripping over the Mr. Softy.
So this, we're not,
Yeah, Dre just like, she's chocolate. She's beautiful.
and the thing is, like I said, it's an empowering thing. Like this picture is clearly,
This
you
is
know,
her
it's an
Instagram
enticing picture, clearly. But if you go through her shit, like she's working out, like she's doing different. What I'm saying is, we see them in different lights. Give him another one.
Let me give you Meg Thee Stallion. This is Meg Thee Stallion. Look on the screen. This is a nice picture of Meg right here, man. It's a delay, so you gotta look at this right here.
Right, I'm looking.
On this,
And what I'm saying is, it's a different way of looking at these women now. It's pop. It's yeah. So these are beautiful, beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? And the way we see them, the way we view them, I think it's changing now. The way America views them is changing now. Even Beyonce. Beyonce's not as dark as them, but like, it's a reason why they call her the queen. You feel what I'm saying? And white people are like, I just think the tide's changing. We just got to get with it.
Yeah, man.
You feel what I'm saying? But we just wanted to give y'all a little bit of the visual aid so you understand what beautiful black women that we talking about right now.
Yeah, them chocolate things. You know, I love chocolate.
I mean, I like ice cream a little more now.
But let's.
I want this to soften.
Here go another way.
He said, I like ice cream a little bit more.
Just a smidgen.
Doesn't matter if I'm lactose intolerant or not. I'm going to take
I'm
the
eating that ice
pain,
cream.
baby.
All right, here's another way to empower or protect our black queens, bro. If you're a man, a black man in a position of power that you can get certain women jobs and stuff like that, like promote some of your queens to these positions, like if they're qualified. Let me say that right there. If they're
talk to them.
If they're qualified, sorry, I'm looking at the screen. If they're qualified, boost them up, man. Give them the job. Give them an opportunity to, show what else they can do. That's a different way in power. I see some people do that. I heard the boy Stephen A. Smith, he does that. He gave a lot of women, black women, jobs at ESPN who went on to do bigger and better things. If you got that pull to do that, do that. It's nothing wrong.
I think that's very important.
Yeah,
That is very important.
yeah. Boost them up that way, dog.
They're giving us jobs. Shit.
Yeah, they give us jobs. They look out for us. They want us to do better.
How
How
many times you go to apply for a job and it's somebody that knows a black woman that can get you in?
A lot.
That's definitely happened to me more than once.
Yeah, that happened a lot of times.
Because you black. Straight up, just period. Because you black.
White people don't get offended by my white brothers. Don't get offended by that.
Oh no, it's the truth. They've been doing that shit for years.
They do it amongst themselves all
Yeah,
the time.
I
So.
mean, I'm just keeping it real. But I definitely dealt with that multiple times where she they try they damnness because they see that's the difference. I think it's inherent with them. It comes with them. Like that's how they come out. They want to protect their black kings and move them further. They see that there's racial inequality at the job and they say, nah, we gotta even I'm gonna tell you, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna tell you my specific experience. It was at one of the electric companies out here, right? And this is just random shit. Somebody who knew one of my friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess they had a job opening. And once they got one person in or got the information from one person, she said, look, I'm going to be retiring in a couple years. I'm trying to get as many black men in as I possibly can because there's a clear discrepancy in how many people of color are in this actual company making damn good money. And she literally would ask, like, I gave my homie the email. She followed up with me that day. And ever since, she been emailing me certain jobs and shit like that. This shit is real. Thank you. Tanya is her name. Thank you, Tanya.
Yeah, I mean that goes back to how they was raised. Back to slavery. I hate to say, but it goes back then. They seen us get whipped, beat on, and mistreated, and they would protect. They would heal us up. They would take us back in there. They would get us ready because we had to go back out to them fields most of the time, even with the women. But they would heal us up, boost us up.
Right.
They don't want to see us get killed or hurt, so they would build us back up to send us back out into the send us back out to the field. So that's what they do naturally. They do naturally. They say, I gotta take care of my black man because he's going through the hardest thing, and let me get him prepared to go out and deal with this society. And if I can help him in any way possible, a lot of women would back then. A lot of women would sleep with the slave masters, so they will go easy
Yeah, shit crazy.
on the men. They would do that. They would take that bullet so they don't, the one they loved didn't get hurt. And with us was we.
So do we resent them? Is there a long lasting resent?
I don't think it's not a long lasting resentment. What it is dog. Man, they did us dirty, man. They just did us. They did us dirty. If we tried to go to protect our women, they would pull us apart with horses and do it and show all the men sick dogs on us and have the dogs rip us apart in front of the men and their families. These are men that stuck up. So you like, oh man, these guys have so much power over us. We don't have nothing to offer them like the women do. Women had, it's sad to say, but sex to offer these men, unless these men swung the bat that way. But how many niggas want to do that?
Would you do that to save your queen? And I'm not saying this to
Bro,
be smart.
don't
I'm
ask me
saying
no question.
no.
I can't answer that
I'm
question.
just saying this. I'm saying like what they do. I think if it was obviously the other way around, if it was the women doing that, then clearly we would be like, all right, well, should I get? You know what I mean? Like I think it's an easier choice.
I give her, bro. Don't ask me that question. I can't.
Okay, women. Let's say women. Let's say completely reverse the roles altogether.
And so if it was a woman in
Yes,
charge,
yeah,
and I didn't want to mess with this woman, I would do that to
Right.
save my queen. Like
Just an ugly, like say she ugly or
out
something.
of track.
I'm
I'm
just
like
throwing it out
ugly
there.
or disease or whatever. I'm like, look,
Well, you can't bring disease back to your marriage. They wouldn't even let us get married, by the way.
they wasn't the
Yeah,
man.
they wouldn't even let us get married.
You couldn't get married back then. It was just something between y'all. But,
Or read.
man, that's so. Man.
It's a real, you know what? And I don't think
Protected.
we're completely qualified to have that conversation. This is a deep conversation that is, it's so embedded in our fucking DNA. I don't even think we know why we do certain shit.
We don't.
For real.
You read. That's why I'm saying protected. That's why these black women don't feel protected. Sometimes it's this shit is like second nature to us. It got beaten to us to be second nature, and we got to figure out a way to stop it, man.
Right.
We don't know who we are as a people. You notice, every ethnicity they have a background that they can trace. You know what I mean? You can't just trace us back to Africa. That's just not how it
Right.
works. You know what I mean? And we don't know who we are. That's a big part of why we act the way we do. You know what I mean? If you don't know no better, how you gonna do better? You know what I'm saying? Like we know right from wrong. We know what we shouldn't do as a people in a society, but we don't have anywhere to actually call home.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which causes a lot of confusion, and it dates back, like you said, to the time before last. It's always been like that for us, and it's just like Kev said, it's just embedded in our DNA to just be this way. It seems like, you know what I mean?
Correct.
So the question really comes.
I said that.
Well, Dre said that. Dre needs his credits. Trust me.
Dre wants his credit.
Dre needs his motherfucking
Dre
credits.
wants his credit.
Give me my flowers. But
Give me his flowers right. Can help.
I think I think that
It's pretty clever.
No, that's not clever. That's from Noriega. Shout outs to the Drink Champs podcast.
I think that
Show
this episode is. I mean, we're talking about protecting our queens and how we can protect, but what it really comes down to is how can we protect each other? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to just do for your queens, you want to do for your kings as well. You don't want to see a brother down and be like, oh, he should know better. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's mentally, you want to be able to uplift him. And that's really hard for us as a community to do that. Because think about how many times you've walked past another brother in the street and y'all look at each other, you won't even nod. Like, it kind of like is like an ice grill or a standoff as you walk, in a sense. Like, what is this nigga on? You know what I mean? He probably thinking the same thing about you. What is this nigga on? You know what I mean? Of course you got, you know what I mean?
The
Of
what
course,
you're looking
when
at
when you
conversation.
feel
Yeah.
comfortable in a certain area, you'll get that nod. You know what I mean? The boy nod, you'll nod back. You know what I'm saying? It's just how we do. But how many times have you been in that situation where you'll walk, somebody look at you, you'll look at them, and y'all just be looking at each other? There ain't really no like interaction. It's just like, what the fuck is you on? And
As I got older, I just started saying, "How you doing?"
yeah, you know
That's
what I'm
as I
saying?
got. That's
Like,
what I
Break the
do.
ice like, what's
Yep.
up, bro?
How you doing?
What's good?
You know what
but
I mean?
even then, like sometimes, like you
What's
really
going on,
have.
bro?
Cool.
That's
It's
it.
not. It's
Cool.
not that you
Yeah.
have
Nigga
to.
hit you with the
It's
cool
not
and you
even.
good.
Yeah, and it's not even that you have to be careful about what you say. You have to be careful about how other people may perceive what you're saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just always on edge. They all, you know what I mean? Like that's just who they are at this point in life, where they're just stuck being that person. And they walk by, they look at you. You walk by, you look at them. You like, yo, what's up? And they'll take it, what's up? And you're like, oh,
Yeah,
man,
that
what type
shit,
time are
yeah.
you on? You know what I mean? I can't be like, what's good? What's up? That you gotta be on some shit where
Yeah,
you
you
feel
feel-
as though
you
being
feeling
attacked
it
or
was-
challenged.
I just feel like you gotta tell them, "Hope you're having a good." If you say some shit like that, I just hope you're having a good day, man.
And nigga hit you with that heart. What's up? You're like, oh,
That's us. And you know what's crazy? That's us. Why is that us?
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's us. It's us again. Let me tell you again. It's us going. We got that Willie Lynch, How to Make a Slave. That mentality is so ingrained in us and so instilled in us and so beat into our brains. He did a great job. Why is it like that? Because you see,
Do a great job in hell now.
they would see certain slaves. They'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna pit you against your brother. You do a good job. I'll give you extra. But I'm gonna beat him down. I'm gonna let you show that you have more in front of him. And you envy that. And they just keep putting that same guy. You envy that. They pit you against each other. You pit
I'm about
the
to
light
say.
skin, Kev. You and Kev will be. Listen, not to say you and Kev will be in the house. Y'all be doing the housework around the easier slave work. While the darker guys, myself, will be in the field. And I looked at you and I envied you. I'm like, damn, he's in the house. I'm in this field. My family has a plantation down south, right? That's where we have our family reunion at. They own the plantation.
Okay.
There's a 5-mile road you got to drive down, full of cotton. You drive down a 5-mile road. All you see on both sides of these humongous fields, far as the eye can see, of cotton. You drive and you get to that plantation. Don't you know that a slave every day had to walk 5 miles out there, pick cotton till the sun went down, and walk that 5 miles back to these little quarters where you were given scraps, and you had a bed that you lay in was wooden, with a thin layer of hay with and not a blanket. You know that barley shit, that burlap.
Yeah.
That's what you laid on. You laid on this hard
Yeah,
burlap.
you ain't get no comfortable shit back then. You weren't worth anything comfortable. You'd be lucky if you got the burlap. They used to just let you sleep on gravel.
Shit on some crazy shit.
You know what I mean?
I think it's deep, man. It's real deep, and I'm not a scholar in slavery and what happened. I just know what we're being told, like not just from definitely not from fucking history books.
Definitely not from
P.O.
history. Man.
It definitely not from history books. Nah, Poe. No, right there. Sorry, y'all. We have to do this on air. This is a new setup for us, so we're kind of working.
Bear
out
with
kinks
us.
as we're
We see
we're going.
It says
we go.
It says Poocast. I can't edit
Sometimes you
that.
throw it.
I can't even edit that
Sometimes you
shit.
just throw it out to sea.
I
But yeah, man. So I think it's a real deep discussion that, I mean, maybe we'll spend more time on. I mean, other than that,
We should save that discussion for somebody who
yeah,
is a
tell
little
us
bit
how
more
can we do
knowledgeable,
it.
who can,
Yeah.
give us a little bit more information. We can ask some questions, enlighten us a little bit more. That would be a great topic.
But I was hoping our queens. You had so many females that
Yeah,
was
where
tuning
the
in.
queens at?
It said they was tuning in today's shows, and I wanted to hear from females' point of view. If you're out there, if you're watching, we got two. I wanted to hear from y'all.
You can still comment on this after we post it, though. You can definitely comment on it. I ain't gonna be mad at you, but do it now, though.
I would like to hear a female's point of view, how they don't feel protected, because
how can we protect you?
how can we treat y'all? I guess they want to be treated better, man. You got the ones, and then another thing, got ones in a relationship that get dogged. And I'm guessing that's another way of not protecting your queen. They just niggas dog them in their relationships. Have a good female that's taking care of home and taking care of everything. And
well, not only is it how do you feel as though black men in the community as a whole can do better at protecting their queens, but what do you think the queens can do to help raise their status if they have potential to be queens, then what can these females who have the potential do to put them in queen status? You know what I mean? To make the kings see them more in that light, other than just seeing them as
So it starts
just potential.
It starts when they're young.
You should automatically look at them.
That's true.
You should automatically look at them as queens.
You have to raise. So Dre, you saying you got to raise your women
Well, I was gonna raise
to be
your men.
queens and men to be kings.
Yeah, and to see them that way.
So they can grow in that light.
To see them that way. To
That's why I
say, yo, like your mom, your grandmother, your aunts, they queens. You treat them as such. You respect them as such. And when you do get older, I think that it helps with the way you see women. Now, obviously, you got real life that happens, and people doing shit is kind of skews your view. But I think as you get I'm 36 right now. You know what I'm saying? I see life a lot differently than I did when I was in my 20s. So I'm not looking at shit at face value when it comes to women. Like, oh man, you're picking the wrong man. Nah, I see this shit as a whole now.
Yeah.
If we don't do that, that's when you get the last however many 400, 500 fucking years in the way they treat us. You know what I'm saying? But if you stick together, and that's part of it, I got to see you as a king too. Not only see them as queens, I got to see you as a king, and they got to do the same thing. See each other as queens. Like, why
a dual effort.
Right. Why the fuck I got to see? Why do y'all got to look at each other fighting online? Every time I look online, it's us fighting. Us fighting.
Because they I don't know why we put that.
Us.
I used to share that shit. Now I try not to, bro. I try.
People want to have.
I try not to share that shit as much, dog.
They want to be in the spotlight, whether it's the cameraman or the person who's fighting. You know what I mean? You want to be able to share, and you want people to like your shit, and you want to perceive to be.
But I mean, even
this type of person. But at the end of the day, I mean,
even before it gets shared, bro. Let's talk about Let's talk about them fighting anyway. You can never stop it. I'm not saying you can't stop it, but I feel like if we see each other in that light, you can diffuse shit. And that's why I say this deep. It is very deep. And you have a point.
I mean, people don't. I mean, certain situations is just no diffusing. You know what I mean? You just gotta. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to give out that handwork. I mean, I don't really think there's anything that's that necessary that you have to go and kill somebody over. I mean, a good ass whooping usually gets the point across.
I thought.
Unless you're protecting yourself from somebody trying to kill you, you try to kill somebody because they're getting the best of you. That's just some corny shit. But I think that some situations are, you know, I mean, they gotta be resolved with the box scheme. That's just how it is. How we do it. Some situations, but we don't know how to just diffuse things. You know what I'm saying? Like, even people who are our age, they don't know how to diffuse a situation. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know how to just talk to somebody. You can't just have a conversation and be able to see where along the lines something went wrong. More than likely, it was just a miscommunication between two people. You know what I'm saying? A misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And one person perceived it one way, another person perceived it another, and now y'all clashing. And it could have been resolved as oh shit, I thought you was talking like this. Nah, bro, I was trying to tell you, you know what I mean? I was on this. Oh, we were just on two different type of times. All right, I see where you're coming from. And then when that situation happens, you don't even think twice about that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we was bugging, and that's it, and that's it. It's over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's done. But as soon as somebody decides that oh no, he on this, so I gotta be on this type of time. I mean, that's where you are. You already lost that battle. You know what I mean? Like from that point on, whatever you decide or however you walk into whatever situation, it's not going to be positive. It could turn out bad or really bad. You know what I mean? All because you didn't know how to speak up or fix a situation that was just a misunderstanding. We don't know how to get to that level. And I mean, not to say that everybody's like that, but as a whole, as a community, we don't know how to do that with each other. You know what I mean? You may know how to do that with somebody else, but you can't do it with a brother of the same complexion or same history as you right across the street because y'all got something to prove.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and pride is a motherfucker, boy. Pride will put you down fast, gravity style. Put you down. Whether it could be put down for an eternity, or you could put on your back pockets. Either way, you know what I mean. You
No
get
reason.
humbled.
For no reason. That's what. And you know what? I hearing you talk, it reminded me of something. I saw this video that disturbed me. Speaking of protecting your black queens, of this little boy, and I thought what I would have done to this little boy. It was girls jumping a girl. Obviously, it's us. And when I say us, I mean black people, which it disappointed me already because somebody on the phone filming a girl getting. I mean, we used to call it, in Philly, we used to call it getting dipped on when there's two people get dipped on. So she was getting dipped on, and a little boy, I guess that was with the people that was dipping on the girl, decided to run up and fly kick. But instead of fly kicking the girl, he fly kicked a little baby girl, a princess, not call her a queen, a princess, a black princess. He kicks that baby in the head. She's walking like a little baby. Kicks the baby in the head hard. She fell over, cries. Then he gets up and kicks the girl in the head. And then as she's stumbling to get to the door, because the other girls done jump off her, he runs over again and starts kicking her. That's the type of shit that's happening out here with the youth. That's not seeing each other as kings and queens. That's what I mean. I'd have killed him.
I was told
you'd have been a dead king that day. I'm sorry.
I told you some things. Some things you can't. It's unavoidable. You know what I mean? But
I never hit a little boy, a little kid. I would have punched that little. I'd have caved that little boy's chest.
That goes to parents. I was told as a kid, as a young kid, don't put your hands on a woman no matter what. Just walk. You know what I'm saying? Walk away from the situation.
And when I say a little boy, keep going. When I say a little boy, he was like maybe 13. So go ahead.
Still.
Okay. No, I just want to let you know. 13.
Even at 13, I knew not to hit no chick, dog. I knew not to put my hands on no female. That was bred in me. Don't hit you. You a coward. You a punk. You a pussy. You put your hands on a female.
Correct.
You a coward.
The worst kind.
You a coward if you 13 and you go kick up a baby.
The worst kind. That was my point. I didn't want you to think he was 5.
Nah,
no, the nigga was of sound mind.
God, I understand that you a coward. You a coward on that, and that's because a lot of these you hear a lot of these moms out here right now. They call their son this my king and all that shit. You have a king. You call him a king, but you raise him like a whole bitch.
Agreed.
Let me finish.
Agreed.
Let me finish my point.
I get what he said. Nah.
Let me finish my point. You raise your son like a whole fucking bitch. You tell your son to go out there and slap up females if they disrespect you in the slightest way. Dog, I've been punched in my motherfucking face by a female before. Multiple times.
I saw it.
That shit I ate that shit. That shit don't hurt me, dog. I ain't even stumble me. You know what I'm saying? But I walked off on that shit. I just left that shit alone. I deaded her. Because you don't put your hands on me. You put your hands on me. We done. That's end of it. I ain't going through no domestic violence. I don't hit no females. But I ain't dealing with no chick that put their hands. You put your hands on me one time, we done with. That's it. We done. I ain't fixing shit. Fix your motherfucking face. I've been hit by females. I ate that shit, dog. I was told as a young kid, don't put your hands on no female. I can hurt a chick if I really wanted to put my mind to. I can hurt a female. But like you say, you hit a baby. You 13. You hit a baby.
He said he
Whoever,
continued to stop the
whoever,
baby.
Well, he kicked the baby. The baby fell and started crying. Obviously.
whoever,
Then he kicked the girl that they were dipping on, but they basically
yo, you
stopped after
you
that. And
say
then he ran back over and
you
kicked her again.
See that shit like that.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that. I hate to say this shit like that gets you killed by a grown man.
Yes.
It gets you killed.
Yeah, that infuriated me.
Because
Don't let my daughter come home talking shit like that.
What Kev was
Imagine if you had to see it online.
What Kev was speaking on earlier about how knowing how to communicate. I try to talk shit out with people or get to know people. I don't know people's intentions. But if I hear you like to fight and I don't feel like fighting and we got a discrepancy, I try to talk it out with you before it has to get to that point. I don't feel like fighting.
Kev does a countdown if you don't know. Kev has a loud conversation, and he might not even be addressing the nigga face to face. The bull could just walk up, and Kev could be in the crowd, and he'll let you know. If you don't belong here,
Alright,
I'm gonna count to 5.
I wasn't counting. Listen, let me speak on that shit. The chick made me mad.
I'm gonna count to 5, and whoever don't belong in this yard is getting a ass whooped.
But listen, look how I handled that situation. Though. It was a female. It was a female I was beefing with. She argued. I got mad at her, who I perceived to be her nigga.
I wasn't there.
Yes,
I was.
You
there.
was definitely there, Dre.
I didn't.
Nigga didn't do nothing wrong, yo.
He was having a whole conversation with me.
Nothing
and
wrong.
he looked at me and he was like, I feel like he's talking about me. And I was like,
Yo,
I don't know, bro. He was like, I'm going to go because it sounds like he's counting down.
Nah, but
I remember that. And
but
that
yo,
shit was fucking insane.
but listen, but look at
later.
that whole situation. Look at
He
that
never
whole.
met us before.
But look
Never
at that
met
whole
us
look at that whole
before. He
situation.
slid.
I'm arguing with a female. She's pissing me off. Now I'm ready to fight. I don't even attack her. I attack who I perceive is her man. Me and you gotta fight now. You
That's how I
can't.
was taught. Yeah.
You can't check your
I was
jaw.
taught that way.
And I'm trying to calm your joint down. Now I'm pissed, and you don't want to check her. All right, now I'm gonna fuck you up, and I'm gonna fuck you up bad in front of her to the point she's gonna.
What happens if she gets in it, Kev?
Bro, she ain't hit. Bro, I've been jumped before.
I'm just saying, like,
I would
what?
jump.
Listen,
Bro.
you fight him, she come up from behind, kick you in the nuts.
I've seen that happen, and you just gotta beat him up worse.
Yeah, but what if she keeps trying to kick you in the
Bro,
nuts?
I've been jumped before. I fought 3 niggas before as a young boy, and guess what happened? I fucked the nigga up at the bottom of the pile. Her dude was gonna be in my mind. Her dude's gonna be at the bottom of the pile. She can punch me every time she hits me. I'm hitting this nigga 3 times as hard as I can to kill.
Saying.
And I'm saying, bitch, every time you hit me, I'm going to kill. I'm going to kill this nigga.
If I'm fighting a dude and a woman comes from behind, I may not even be in the right mind to diagnose the situation properly. I might turn around punching because I'm thinking defend. It's like smite. I know y'all play. It's like smite. You hear somebody in the background. Defend. I turn around punching, and then by the time I'm done, it's like, oh shit, you shouldn't have been here. And then I go back to what I'm doing.
I know what I like. I know what I like.
You're the Black Queen.
I'm in a fight. I know what it is. Like, dog, I've been jumped before. She can hit me all she want. I'm fucking him up, dog.
Can't wait.
I'm fucking him up. And that's how I handle the situation. The nigga she got out of pocket. I addressed who I thought was her dude. To say, yo, get your girl.
Y'all was family.
No, it was not. It wasn't family. It was another.
No, the
chick
family brought another female, and they needed him for a ride. He wasn't even none of their dudes. He just happened to be the ride.
Uber driver. I didn't know, bro. I didn't know.
My nigga just came into the backyard like, what y'all doing?
He was
Everybody who don't belong here is gonna get their ass
He
whipped.
literally said,
"Oh,
hey, what's up?" I was like, "Who you here for?" "Oh, they invited me here." And the next thing you know, Kev said what he said, and he was like,
"Yo,
he was there for 5 minutes."
Yeah. I'm spazzing because you see them come. At this time, Uber was like still a new thing, dog. Let's be real, it was
to you.
It was new to every fucking body. Let's be real. Niggas was still calling hacks at that time.
No cat don't get
that shit was not.
No,
me,
that
Kev.
nigga.
That was like
4 years ago. That was 4 years ago.
Was it 4 years?
Yes,
ago?
it was 4 years ago.
Was well established.
It was 4 years ago. Nigga, I ain't know nothing. You know, I don't keep up on that shit. So, But I just see the nigga coming up. I'm arguing with the two females, and he comes in there. He says, "I'm with them," and I'm arguing with your girl, arguing with this female. Like, all right, yo, I don't want to argue no more. Y'all just gotta. At first, because I said, yo, y'all gotta leave. I ain't got to. And then the one chick starts spazzing. She starts spazzing. You don't pay attention.
Heard that.
Yeah, I heard it too. She starts spazzing, and I'm saying to myself, like, all right, yo, bro, like, your girl's spazzing. I'm telling y'all gotta leave. Y'all on my property. Your girl's spazzing. Check her. I'm steady arguing with her. I said, you know what? Fuck it. You don't want to check your girl. I already gave you the look twice. Now, I mean, you got a problem. I'm gonna fuck you up for your girl. I'm not hitting no female.
Bull didn't know what was going on. He was talking to me, and then overheard Kev like, "Is he talking about me?"
I'm gonna go ahead and go so I can protect my black king.
Hey, listen, bro.
The black king I care most about.
I'm not beating on no female. If my girl's jumping another girl, I'm not jumping that shit. Ain't kicking no baby.
So in essence, Kev is telling you. He's gonna protect. He's gonna protect.
If they
his
jump
black
in my
queens,
girl,
but he's gonna.
If they jump in my girl,
these bitches getting this work.
They getting Undertaker.
These bitches getting this work.
Choke
all
slams,
this work. Look, I protect my black queens. Don't jump each other. You jump my wife or you do some shit like that, you're going to heaven today. Hell, excuse me. You're going to hell. Just remember that.
My girl's white, and I love her to death. If anybody put hands on my girl, I don't care what race you are. There ain't no fair ones with my girl. I'm sorry. Nobody's putting their hands on my girl. Not while I'm there. If I see anybody touch my girl while I'm there,
don't be a menace.
I'm gonna. I'm going.
Could you excuse me, my beautiful black princess? Could you tap that white girl on the shoulder for me?
But no, I'll punch on her.
And she was ugly as shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not letting none of that happen. I mean, I wouldn't let nobody touch my sister. My mom. It's just not going to happen. Not around me. You know what I'm saying? I'll do my best to kind of diffuse the situation. Like, yo, chill. Y'all need to chill. But if I see that somebody is trying to do harm to her physically, I'm going to punch you. That's my first reaction. Like, oh, poof. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, why would you even think that would be okay, that's going to happen? And then I'll have a conversation with her. Like, why the fuck is you fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, we'll have our own discussion later.
Niggas was regular, boy. I'm
so
glad niggas was regular. And ain't nobody. That's why I'm glad I moved from Philly. Because Philly, y'all niggas is on some other shit. And I probably would have had to deal with the situation.
Yeah.
I live right now where we ain't got to deal with none of that. Ain't no baby moms, baby dads, ain't no nothing, so I'm good.
Yeah. I'm guessing we about to wrap this thing up. Let's do a little quarantine conversation type of twist.
Let's go. Let's hit them with the quo.
I be so stuck on Fridays. I don't be having time.
Listen, on quarantine.
Q too.
Our subject today was protecting our back.
Conversation is a C.
Now we're gonna put a Q on that today.
Nah, nigga, whatever. Listen, how we doing quarantine conversation? There's no
Put a Q on that.
We did our subject. We did our subject and all that shit like that. Let's go into some other shit real quick. I put up a post recently about the versus shit is out. Put up a post about Diddy going against Dr. Dre. I think that's the only nigga I see that can potentially bang. A lot of niggas say they can't. It's the only dude I see that can bang. Nah. I mean, Quincy Jones can because he has a catalog, but hip-hop versus hip-hop, only person I can see banging with Dre is really Diddy. And somebody, my man Live from the Subject Matter podcast, shout out to Live, he said that he don't think Diddy, the reason he don't think Diddy can bang with Dre is because Diddy didn't produce a lot of stuff. He had a whole team of producers, but he did. But when it comes to verses, it's not so much what you produce because you see rappers in and out. If it was just because really it originated starting off with producers.
I mean,
producers, but I know. What I'm saying is you didn't. Jada didn't produce them tracks. He written lyrics to it.
Exactly. He wrote some lyrics to them, and he counted them Johns.
Well, how this joint would go between Diddy and Puff, it would be more label versus label, Bad Boys versus Aftermath, the whole NWA.
Okay. Now I could see it if it was like label versus label, but strictly Diddy versus Dre, that I think Dre would murder him. there's no competing in my eyes, because
I think it'd be interesting, and they would
it
have to
would
go
it
more
would
than
be
20 songs.
interesting. But my thing is, what would we qualify for Diddy? I mean, you
Diddy
gotta think about it.
had
Dre has songs he produced. He has songs that he's written. I mean, I
no, he
don't
didn't
think
write.
Diddy is really a
No,
writer
no,
of
no,
the
no, no,
sorts.
no. Dre never written anything. Dre
You
has
don't think Dre wrote any of his raps back in the day?
That. I
No,
don't think
he did.
wrote. I don't think he wrote any of
Cube,
his raps.
Cube wrote his raps
Yeah,
back
Cube
in the
wrote his
day.
raps,
You don't
but
think
then
he
after
wrote
that,
anything?
Cube says it. Cube says
Who else
I
wrote? I think.
Cube said I wrote Dre raps.
Who else?
So
writing
who
that
was?
shit?
Well, then he couldn't have wrote all of his raps because there was a point where Cube and Dre wasn't fucking with each other.
Yeah,
No, but
even
that was
later,
still Snoop was writing this
Royce
shit.
the 5'9" wrote some of Dre. Like
I mean, I believe that.
no,
Dre-
like he just has writers. Like,
He
a
has
whole camp.
Diddy has a team of writers.
Snoop wrote some of his raps. Like,
Yeah.
I just would assume that Dre would have wrote
Nah,
something.
No, he didn't write anything. He produced
man,
something.
write this shit for me. This shit sound crazy, right? Right.
Nah, you can hear everything
Write me
Dre
a verse.
ever rapped on, and he's featured on somewhere he's rapped on. He sounds like the nigga he's rapping with. He sounds when Snoop and Dre,
I can hear that.
when they said
I can't argue that.
You can hear Snoop shit in there.
Yeah.
When you hear Eminem and Dre together, you can hear.
That's the first thing I went. That's the first thing I thought about when you said that.
It's a lot.
I thought about Eminem and Dre on a track together, and I'm like, yeah. And
Dre-
then I started dating back from there.
My cousin said Dre versus Rick Rubin.
That would be a good one. That would be a good one. I like
'Cause
that.
Rick Rubin goes back as
Way
far
back, yes.
as Dr. Dre does.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a good one.
That's
because
good.
he got
That's a good
shit-
one. You should post that.
Maybe I will.
You should post
because
that.
Rubin got shit with LL Cool J that he produced for.
Shit with Run DMC.
He Run DMC. That's a great one. I didn't even think about that shit.
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And
Rick-
shit you don't know nothing
Oh
about.
yeah.
Yes, Rick Rubin. I think would be. Yeah, Rick Rubin can go because Rick Rubin got shit to the when he did the joint
Oh, I
for
didn't
Jay.
realize Jay-Z wrote some of the Chronic. I didn't realize that.
Damn.
Oh, you just read half the.
No,
Mhm.
that's my cousin right there.
He
yeah.
stopped. Dre versus Big Bro. Boom.
Nah.
Was it?
This is the quarantine conversation. Like anybody
Yeah.
got in this. We switching it up. We did our first show. Let's do the second half. Yeah, I never pictured. You know, I don't know why that never entered my brain about Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin had.
it's a
Because
good
I
matchup.
think we
That's a very
pretty
good
much
matchup.
kept it within our community stuff. We didn't really look outside.
Rubin.
We didn't think about. I mean, think about it. You
He
weren't
was the
thinking
initiator-
about.
He was the initiator of Def Jam. He was a part.
Oh yeah, him and
and him
Russell
and
Simmons.
Russell Simmons started
Pretty much started. Def Jam. He was
started
the
Def Jam. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
dope.
He was doing Fat
That's a
Boy.
good one.
He was doing Fat Boy shit. He was doing a lot of shit.
I don't
He
know.
was-
I think Rick Rubin might have the edge right there.
Nah, I mean Dre was around.
I think yeah,
the
but I think
NWA dog.
that
All right,
I
what-
think that
wait.
Rick Rubin's
Hold on.
like the vastness of his shit
Technical problems.
and how far his shit
God damn it.
reaches. I think that he can tap into some shit that would make us be like, damn, that shit is fucking legendary. You know what I'm saying?
You dropped your phone. We do that on the podcast. Come on.
Don't touch my thigh.
Nah, Kev, you right because
It's some. I think he got some reach when it comes to music that he can pull out, and then the things are, and then it's like, all right, if he didn't, do you count the things that he might have just had his hands in? Like, what if he didn't produce it, or you know what I mean? What if he just had some other way of being part of it?
if he
You know
had
what
to
I
be a part of it, then yeah, I mean,
World Class Wrecking Crew was the group Dr. Dre was in before NWA. I had to look it up.
yeah, I remember World Class Wrecking Crew, but you
WCW.
they.
Yes.
Because what NWA started in what 1988.
Oh, look at that nigga suit though.
NWA
was a sheet thing. I'm sorry.
NWA started in 88, right? 88, 89. And Rick Rubin was out because
Before that,
Shit,
yeah,
was
because
Yellow?
Rick Rubin was out before NWA came out because Cube
think
even
well
said
before
Cube
that.
said he looked up to LL Cool J. LL Cool J.
I think LL had shit out when I was born.
LL
That
had
was
a
boring.
When I was born,
LL had a demo.
like in '83,
LL
That
had
was
a,
bad.
LL had a demo out he put out.
'84.
And one of the dudes, I was listening to an interview. Somebody from the Beastie Boys gave his tape to Rick Rubin, and he was like, "You Rick Rubin?" I didn't. He was like, "I'm expecting somebody different." So Ruben has, he has an extensive catalog. Yeah, that you know what, that would be a better battle than him
It'd be
and Diddy.
very good. It'd be very good.
Yeah, that'd be better than Diddy, Jog. I think Diddy can go against DNY with Rough Riders or something like that, or Rocker.
No, you
How
gotta
about
put
Dame
him.
Dash?
You gotta put
Still
him on somebody that's on his
You don't
on
think
his tier.
Rockefeller, Dame
No.
Dash? Oh,
Nah.
Rockefeller.
No.
Nah, I mean
No,
you gotta
no, it's
figure.
Diddy.
So who
You're
could
talking
Diddy-
about Diddy. You're talking about
Dre and
Wait. All right. So if you
Dre and Ruben they're that's the
Well,
top
I think
echelon.
I think you can switch them out unless you do Day and Jermaine Dupri, which also was a conversation.
Who?
I think
Against
Diddy.
Dre?
I think
No,
Diddy
no, no,
and
no,
I
no,
think
I'm sorry.
Diddy and Jermaine.
Jermaine Dupri. That's what
Okay,
I think
yeah,
Diddy and
that's
Jermaine.
that's cool.
Diddy and
I
Jermaine.
can
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Sorry, y'all, but we here though.
We got knocked out. All
We
right.
here, son.
We got knocked out. I'm sorry. We're back. We're back. Now go back to what I was saying about Dre and Jermaine Dupri.
I think that would be.
So
I
where
think that
did-
would be a good one.
So where's Jermaine Dupri's first record that he produced was something that we know.
Come on, you Google dog.
I'm doing it now. They call me Google Dog.
Google dog. You
My-
Google
it's my
dog.
gang name.
You Google dog.
I'm here for the gangbang. That's my gang name.
Whoa.
What? I'm here for the gangbang.
First record. Friend. Y'all can talk too. I know we.
Nah,
quarantine.
Nah, this is
Daydream. All right. Okay. All right. Daydream. Okay.
No, I can see Diddy because reason I don't fuck with, I wouldn't say Jermaine Dupri because he has so many fucking kid records.
He produced his first act in 1990.
Not kid
Female hip hop
records,
trio
but he had
Silk
a-
Times Leather.
Yo, I love Silk Time.
Then
Leather.
after that, he formed the duo Crisscross, which of
Correct.
course we all know.
Yeah, but that's
In
kid
'91.
shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, but
didn't just
records
do
is
kid shit,
records.
bro.
I mean,
He
back
did
then he was a kid
Escape.
himself.
Escape TLC. Like, don't do that.
I'm not, but come on, bro, Dre. What do you
You ain't
associate?
never been in a Jaguar
What do
switching
you-
4 lanes with the
What-
top down, screaming out, "Money ain't a thing."
True.
What did Tim? How did Dre and Tim? Because you remember Dre made a diss record against Jermaine Dupri with him and Eminem. You ever remember that?
No.
It was Eminem. They was battling, and at the end of it, Timberland came in and told he said, "Tell Dupree keep my name out of his fucking mouth."
I don't remember that at all.
Dun,
Wait, no.
dun, that beat that Eminem.
No, somebody said suck my dick or
yeah,
some shit.
that's
Hold
what,
on.
That's what he said. That was a diss that Jermaine Dupri. Tell that nigga I said suck my dick.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
yo,
I can't
listen to
think of
that though. My
Yeah. Hey, nigga, tell that nigga suck my dick. But they
wait,
dissed him.
who dissed who?
Dre dissed Jermaine Dupri because it was a beef between them, and he said you known for kidney shit, and then you had to think about it. You're like, damn, you right. You had Crisscross, you had Bow Wow, you had a very very young.
I don't
Brat.
think that.
The
I
Brat.
don't think you're correct.
The Brat, dog. He
Yeah,
did.
but when Jermaine Dupri was doing that, he
It's
was
right
young
there.
himself.
He said mini me.
yeah, many me's walk around.
That dig a dig. I think that came from Timbaland about somebody
Timberland
else.
came at the end of the track. At that end of that track, Mini Me, at the end of that track, Timberland said, "Tell that nigga suck my dick." That was at the end of the track.
On a
I wanna
on a
hear-
Dre and Eminem
play.
track.
We can't play it on.
I want to
here.
hear this.
We can't play because
Mute it.
we get kicked off. Fucking here. Put it in your headphones, dog.
We don't
Type-
own the
type
rights
the
to the
joint.
music.
We don't own the rights to the music.
We
get
don't
kicked
own the
off.
rights to the music.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Nigga, you can
He said, "I don't want to do that."
play this shit right now and listen to it. But yeah, they battle. So I don't know. Diddy could go against him.
What's the song called? It's a song called Mini Me.
Run around like a mini. Type it in. Just play it. You can play it in the background, but you can't play that shit loud.
Yeah, just talk over it.
Yeah, don't play that shit loud.
Talk.
We will get kicked from YouTube if we play that shit loud because we don't have the rights to that shit. All right,
They
so
don't do that.
you seen the other versus battle. Ashanti wants to work. Keisha Cole called on Ashanti, and Ashanti said, "I'm down for that shit. She wants to work." Dre, you're a big R&B head, dog. How
This nigga.
you are, motherfucker? What the fuck, nigga?
All right, well, show. All right. What
So
we
how
saying?
do you feel about that battle? Do you think Keisha Cole? I mean, you think Ashanti has the
Ashanti is going to destroy Keisha Cole.
My girl said Keisha Cole is going to destroy Ashanti.
No, Ashanti's going to destroy Keisha Cole. Now, I'm not saying Keisha Cole ain't got some shit. I had her first album. It's actually one of the few albums that I could play probably from start to finish. Keisha Cole's first album, but
She don't have enough work for
Ashanti
Ashanti.
is the album that I can play. That's my high school right there. All them records on her first fucking album was fire.
Yeah.
Fire. And the bitches love, the queens love the fact that I knew all the words to that shit. Baby, I can sing them too. I can sing that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how, what? You singing, I sing it right with you.
Yeah.
That's how I was pulling them in class.
Because you knew the Ashanti shit.
Yep. Because that was the new shit, and that shit was fire.
Yeah, so you think
I think Ashanti would win.
Ashanti's going to
She's got too many big time records that Keisha Cole's couldn't compete with.
She going to smoke Keisha Cole.
Word? You really think that's going to be like...
She going to smoke it.
Yeah, I mean,
she's
she's got shit with a lot of big artists.
Some big old
And Keisha
Sade
Cole's...
versus... Here go another one, my cousin. Sade versus Anita Baker.
Ooh.
Anita got some hits.
I think
So
Sade will win.
Sweet.
I
You know what I know? Sade. Sweet. If she plays that, Sade gonna play Sweet as Taboo. Sweet as Taboo.
That shit.
Sade got
Nigga,
some shit.
Can you tell me?
I don't
how
smoke, but
you
I'll smoke
feel?
that day.
Why?
Because that shit'll be super chill.
You be drinking.
Yeah,
you gotta,
if that
with
come
that,
on, I'm definitely.
you gotta
up
have
for
like a
that.
glass of wine. You just be in there just chilling. Got
Oh,
the
yeah.
lights dim. Just
They have to do that early in the
You don't
day.
wanna
They have to do that on a
Look,
Sunday
You don't want to
when it's time to clean.
You're getting had sex with that night. I'll tell you that shit right now.
That's a Sunday clean type of vibe too.
You just play that shit. You just sitting there.
Like, oh, let me clean the crib. They about to battle. I'm chilling.
You know who I would like to see? It's one of my favorite groups. That's it. That's
I
trap.
know.
The one I would like to see would be Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers.
Ain't never gonna happen.
Dog, I'm an Isley brother fan. Yeah, right there. Yeah. I'm a humongous Isley brother fan. They play come on, Dre, you can't play that one.
I played a drum.
Alright, motherfucker, we get kicked off YouTube. Watch your fucking mouth.
Yo, the Timberland. Tell him I said something. My day.
Hey Tim, we wanted to talk about you putting the ficket on that shit.
was
You
that-
can't tough talk a nigga with ficket.
Back then, I guess you could. That was his. That was his shit.
So ficket my dick.
Yeah.
No.
That was the remix.
That nigga scratched the record. Said,
He
"Here."
scratched the record.
Scratch his own record.
So nah, but Isley brother,
I'm gonna start talking shit to people that way.
they play Summer.
Shut the fuck up.
Summer, the Isley brother plays Summer Breeze. That was my shit. Like what other battles? Like it's a lot
Makes
of
me
versus
feel
battles.
fine. That's not the Isley Brothers.
I said what? Summer Breeze. They had Summer Breeze.
Summer breeze.
Yes, it's on
Makes
Isley.
me feel fine.
It's on the Isley brother album. Go check that shit out. My mom played that. Yeah, you thinking about that fucking version you hear in the fucking store. Nah, Isley brother has a version.
I think the
Earth, Wind,
Isley
and
Brothers
Fire will
remade that, didn't they?
Win
I don't know.
because they're responsible for every single seven.
I
would
think
say-
it's been out since like
I
the
would say
40s.
yeah, but that's just like James Brown. I like James Brown, but that nigga just plays. He just screams. But nah, dog. I think Isley Brothers.
Nigga, James,
Isley Brothers.
They gonna kill you.
Shit, look at this. If Ron Isley goes into his joint where he was doing, R. Kelly produced his shit. Yeah, nigga, that Summer Breeze right there is his shit. At the
Well, I
end,
like the other one.
Dre like
The Isley Brothers covered it.
Dre
It was
like
originally recorded by Seals and Crofts.
Yeah, you-
That has
you
been covered
bitch.
by the Isley Brothers.
yeah.
Type O
I don't give a
Negative.
fuck.
Nigga,
three
nah,
times.
Seals
I'm
and
sorry,
Cross,
George
bro.
Benson.
Seals and Cross version.
I don't
They
know.
potato
That
salad.
shit-
They potato salad with
Bro,
raisins in that
let's
shit,
not,
dog.
let's not do that. That version
man,
is
kid.
great.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's
is.
not,
It's a
dog.
really
Cut
good
that out.
version.
Like,
No,
that
it's
version
not.
is actually really good.
No, it's not, dog. You've never
Matter
heard.
of fact, that's the version.
It is the
Have y'all,
version.
have y'all ever heard the Ozzy Brother version?
I just heard it,
Yeah.
but
No.
the other
Oh,
song is an
fuck.
actual classic.
Yeah. That's why the Isley Brothers wanted to do it because it was a fly song.
They did it because they murdered their shit. I don't listen to Ozzy Brother version, my nigga. Like, all right, another versus battle out there that you can see.
What?
Let's go.
Busta Rhymes and who?
Ooh.
Busta Rhymes and who?
Who has the energy to go with Busta?
Eminem.
Nah.
Not Busta Rhymes and Eminem? They can't do that?
And Mike Kill.
Nah. You think
sure?
M's gonna kill Busta
You sure, brother?
when it comes?
Just because you think he a better rapper.
No, because I'm a Busta Rhymes.
It's about songs.
I'm a Busta Rhymes
It's
fan. I
about
own
songs.
every Busta Rhymes album up until when he signed with Young Money. That I just like I can't fuck with you. I fuck with you, but not like that.
But it's about
What
songs.
about-
Yeah, he could, but Busta got too many. Busta has them. I don't know,
He
man.
don't got hits?
It's not
You don't
hits.
believe
Busta
in your
got-
favorite artist?
It's not hits. Busta has the hits.
Busta got
it's
hits,
just
bruh.
that you gonna be like, I don't know, man.
When you get into Eminem's later work, like the shit that he's coming out with now, I know you like it, but it's not anthem shit. You're not like, oh, that's my favorite song.
His
Niggas
revival.
don't know know his songs right now.
I do.
Okay,
Missy Elliott against Busta.
that was some talk. It was some talks against that.
She has. That's why I say she has the energy to go with Busta. Energy. Busta
She's
has
got a catalog too. I mean, if you're
Busta
going
has-
against songs that
Nigga,
she's put
if you
together,
go
not
into the songs that she wrote.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's got catalog.
That's
boy.
what I'm saying. Busta. Those are two.
She
hot-
like Jordan when it comes to the
Yes.
females because she was in the game, she left the game, and then came back fire, boy.
That's what I'm saying. She has the energy. You want to put.
That would be a dope joint. I could
You
see
want to
that.
put
I
that
would-
energy versus
I
energy.
can see
Busta
that.
versus Missy.
I would love to see that. I would
Why?
love to
You
see
said there
that.
was talks against it.
No, there was talks about it.
Oh,
I would like to see that. Because people think females can't go against the males. No, they
Shit.
can. They can switch it up. I
Missy
like
crush
that.
A lot of people catalog out there.
Yeah.
Missy is crushing
She crush
shit,
your whole
boy.
shit. Let's not even talk about the. So we ain't even gonna talk about back in the day when she was working with Mr. Dalvin and them, or was it what's the fuck other nigga in Jodeci name?
Oh yeah, Casey, not Casey.
No,
said
not
the other
Casey
nigga.
nor JoJo.
Uh,
It's Mr. Dalvin and it's the other guy that basically he started that little production group
Oh.
with Timbaland and them.
no,
What the
that
fuck
was
is
that
his
was
name?
that was in the,
I don't
he
know.
was from Virginia. I know you're talking
No,
about.
it's the guy from Jodeci,
Mhm.
Devontae.
Devontae.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
It was
there
Devontae.
was a
Devontae
dude
started.
named Devontae.
You know, I know.
I know you know. He started that shit.
Yeah.
So
We're
yeah,
not gonna talk about that.
Missy and Busta. I would watch that. I would. Those are two high energy people that had to have them high energy tracks that you would love to. You would love to hear. You like, oh.
I just
shit.
want to hear it. Yeah, I just want to hear that music.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It definitely is great for nostalgia, boy. You hear something that should take you immediately back to like, oh, that shit was popping. We used to do this, we used to do that. Shit that you fucking totally forgot about, boy. Shit pop in your mind like, god damn.
That's why I wish.
And then it makes you feel
I
old
wish
as
Rough
shit.
Rider and I wish Rough Rider
Rockefeller
would do a join together. Just the whole Rough Rider camp, the original Rough Rider camp,
and Rockefeller.
the original Rockefeller.
Niggas don't even
camp.
like each other.
I know that's a sad thing.
God forbid you can get old Skino in the damn room with any of these niggas.
Okay, how about okay, here's what's another one?
Yeah, that
Nas-
shit might be a done deal.
So you think Nas should go against Jay?
Nobody should. It's
I
over.
don't know
There's
who
nobody who
Jay
can go
could
against Jay.
go
I say
against.
that.
I
against
told you, X.
potentially.
I really feel X could have went against Jay. Y'all
No,
niggas,
he can't. Now he has great songs, but
you
just
only
not,
get 20 songs.
I
Dre.
know, but if Jay plays any of the shit that we love, it's a win. It's a W. No matter what DMX plays, you can love the shit that DMX plays. Some of them won't. Sometimes they won't play the same shit.
Say a love track that you have of Jay, and go ahead. That you like. It can't.
All right, let me
it can
skim
never
through it.
lose. It can never lose.
Let me skim through my J tracks.
It can never lose. That you say can never lose.
Hold on, I'm thinking
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he has so many of them. That's the point.
Pick one, that my nigga. I don't
It's
want-
so many of them. It's so many of them spanning from when I'm 1995 or
Okay, here
6.
you go. Here you go. I'm gonna put my DMX joint. You gonna counter with your J joint.
All right, go ahead. It's gonna be bad if I would have to go
One-
through my archives.
1, 2, X is coming for you. 3, 4, you better lock your
Hold on,
door.
I'm trying to think of the song.
5, 6, get your
Hard Knock Life.
crucifix. 7,
Anything.
8, don't
Hard
stay
Knock
up
Life.
late. No. Bam,
You can give me the beat all you want.
Hard Knock Life, right
It's
there.
anything.
Boom.
It's a hard knock life. Okay.
No, let me
Bro,
get-
and that when we were on the radio itself, that shit was a banger back then.
That's what got him into. That's what got him into the fucking
Hard Knock Life.
shit.
Or
I
we
can
can
say
go- we
Song
can-
Cry.
What?
We'll beat that.
Song crying beating that shit, dog.
All right.
Bro,
Come
All
on,
right,
my nigga.
all right, DMX.
bro, Song Cry was that shit hit hearts, boy.
Let's
Jay
see.
was talking on that. And if you don't know Song Cry, he was
Nigga,
talking
what?
on that.
Nigga, what beats it all day?
Nigga, what beats that?
How about
nigga, what beats that?
Yes.
How
Nigga,
about-
what beats it?
How about Heart of the City? Ain't no love in the heart of the
Bro, he has
city.
too many, and we're just talking about that. That stuff was now. Like when I go like to his, not even his first album, which we can go to his first album too. We can go to what the fuck is the shit he had with Mary J.
X can go. X can.
You're right.
X can
But
live
Jay
on his
Z
first
won't
album.
beat it. Is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
There's
y'all
nothing.
niggas,
There's
y'all niggas
You can
just
say whatever
Jay
you want.
Jay-Z nut riders, man.
Nah, it's
No,
just
it's the truth, bro. It's
So,
the truth.
There
And
ain't
I'm a
no
DMX
yo.
fan.
Listen, there's a reason why Jay albums sold the way they sold. It's
They
not
sold
because some shits was
because-
ass. I mean, some albums I looked at and was like, dang, there
X
could have
shit-
been a little bit more to it, but they weren't
That
ass.
shit went crazy too.
X shit was-
X is the only nigga who
But-
dropped the album, two
can't-
albums in 1 year that both went platinum.
You're right. He can't go against Jay Z.
Come on, bro, you tripping.
He has
bro.
too many to choose from. You told me
X
one,
has-
two X's
X
coming
has
for you.
Okay,
really,
here go another
really
joint.
great songs.
It's me, Mickey.
Okay. Okay. Anything. Anything Jay did. What I'm trying to tell you is there's so many things that can beat the shit that you saying.
And these are and those are
it's
some
like-
of my favorite DMX songs
Right.
that you saying.
I just think he can't.
And
beat
it's not
Jay-Z. It
that
doesn't matter.
it's not that I don't like
wasn't
DMX because I love DMX. But if you're going track for track, DMX would have to study really, really hard. He'd have to know Jay-Z's playbook and be able to find a
Okay.
track
I don't
that
think
can
I-
literally beat that
You know
lyrically
what?
and
Okay,
beat-wise.
Here go a joint that X didn't play at the joint. What was the joint?
Big Pepper beats a lot.
Stop being,
Stop Being
greedy.
Greedy.
He didn't play Stop Being Greedy.
He didn't play it.
No. What can be Stop Being Greedy? Come on, dog.
Stop Being Greedy is a good track. That might be a point
What can be
because it is classic. That might be a point. Just like Get At Me, Dog, might be a point. But it's shit in Jay-Z shit that I can't think of that I'm pretty sure can be.
Nah,
a
it can't
lot
be
of
Stop
shit.
Being Greedy,
I'm
dog.
sure. Stop Being Greedy is a
Even
great
then,
song.
you gotta. We're thinking of a whole.
Okay.
Over a vast
played-
of
we-
20 songs.
We just played the joint.
I think that DMX might listen. If
Yeah,
listen,
but he has shit that can
listen,
beat
bro.
that.
I think
100%.
that if this is a 20-round battle,
Blackout.
DMX would get 5 rounds max
Okay.
to win. Out of 20 tracks, I think he would win 5 if they're going track for track and they're sitting there and they get to choose what they're playing, who's going first, who's going. He's only going to win 5, and 2 of them points you already named. Everything else he's going to have help with. The Locks is going to be on it. It's going to be something like World War III or World. You know what I mean? It's going to be something that he had to have his fingers on because Jay-Z's rap sheet of records of them being hot is just. I mean, think about it. This Big Pimpin'. Holy fuck.
It's a point.
That's a
how
point.
that has
There's-
UGK on it. That's
Still a
a
point.
Yeah, but it's still a point. You know what I'm saying? Anything after
Easy
that
point.
for DMX
5,
is
4, 3, 2,
you know
1.
what I mean?
With DMX,
That might be part of the 5.
And that might be part of exactly, bro. He doesn't have. It's not that he doesn't have super fire
Jay-Z.
records. We're talking about competition. You're talking about record for record. He might get 5 points.
And he's gonna pick
Out
the
of
shit,
20.
He's only gonna pick the shit that he likes. So he's definitely gonna lose a lot of them rounds because he's gonna just pick shit that he fucks with, not shit that can actually beat a Jay-Z record. He can't beat Jay-Z.
And he's gonna have to go after Jay-Z every time, and
No,
that's
you
still
get-
not gonna work for every genre.
Yo,
He's gonna have to. You know what I mean? Like,
X
all right,
can't-
you play
X
that.
can't-
All right, let me play this.
X can't have a hand on
Can't
Swiss.
knock the house off.
And
That's-
Swiss.
that was a
and
record.
X can't have the hand in it or Swiss because they're not gonna play the Dame Greasy joints he had, which were
I still don't understand why not. But
because
Stop Being Greedy is a dang grease joint.
they didn't play Stop Being Greedy.
Oh damn.
He didn't have
Exactly.
to though.
In a Snoop battle, stop being greedy.
He didn't have to.
That
I
was
think
a-
that might have been a secret
That
weapon.
would have been a nuclear
That's a point.
bomb in that shit. They did not play a lot of Dane Grease tracks. What made me upset? I'm listening. I'm like,
Maybe he
Swiss
maybe
don't-
he think he going for another round with somebody else.
Because Swiss don't.
What if Versus does something that we don't
Swiss-
think about, and then they have brackets? And,
Nah.
I don't think that's the truth. I don't think
Swiss and-
Swiss didn't want him to play
No,
those.
Swiss don't fuck with Dane Grease. They had a beat.
That don't mean he's going to tell him not to play his shit.
Come on, dog. He didn't.
That doesn't make any sense. Hey, have a versus battle, but take these great songs and don't play them.
He didn't play. What Dane? You listen
But
to
I
Little
don't
Battle.
think
He
Swiss had
didn't.
nothing to do with that, bro. That
So
makes
who had?
no sense.
So who didn't? Why didn't he play no Dane Greasy
Because
track?
DMX played shit that he thought.
Man, fuck.
and
outta
still
here,
and
bro.
still won though. The thing about it is, and still won.
He would have played. He played a lot of shit off Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, which Swiss had a big hand in, and the Great Depression.
Yeah, I don't think that's correct though. I don't think he said Swiss said, "Yo, you can do this battle, but listen, dog, don't ever play
Who
no
made-
Dane
who-
Grease
who-
produced tracks."
who-
That's a ridiculous
No,
thing to
because
think.
Dane Grease had a big fallout with Rough Rider, dog.
That's fine.
Swiss hold that shit personal.
That's fine, but I don't think
Who made
Swiss said
Dane
that.
Grease? Okay, Dane Grease did Dane Grease made the joint on the first. Did he make
He
the
did
first?
most of the first album.
No, the first track. Dun, 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 dun.
You think
One,
Swiss?
two,
You
one,
think
two,
Swiss
come,
petty
one,
meter
two.
is that high?
Nigga don't know who you know.
I mean, look it up, shit.
I gotta look it
But
up.
I'm pretty sure, and I'm trying to tell you that
You think
Swiss
Swiss's
did not say that.
petty meter is that high?
that's
Yes,
ridiculous.
That
he
he's
done
like-
on
Like,
Swiss-
nah, I'm not gonna
Swiss-
let
That's
you play.
ridiculous,
When
though.
Swiss don't fuck, Swiss is the type of nigga like me.
Right.
He don't fuck with you. He don't fuck with
That's
you.
fine. But that's
Kevin
ridiculous to
Swiss
say,
is really good friends.
Don't play the songs, the great songs. Don't play them
Dog,
because
he
that guy I
did-
don't like his
Dog,
song.
he didn't
If you
play-
told me that shit, I'm gonna call you a bitch.
He didn't play any Dane. He didn't play a lot of Dane Grease tracks.
All right, can you?
First
pull
of
up
all,
your-
even
pull-
then,
pull-
I don't
pull up
think,
the- pull up
I
the
don't think,
playlist.
I
Pull
don't
up the
think
playlist.
D would have went for that anyway.
Bro,
If D wanted to play that shit, I think he'd have played that shit.
battle, dog.
I mean, you talking about DMX, who don't really be giving a fuck. He gonna be like, "What you mean? What you mean I can't play this?"
Right, exactly.
Nah. I'm gonna play what I want. I'm wilding out.
Nigga, I said DMX, not the Locks. If you think I'm jiggy, let's start rap over, not to be fucked with. You
D-
always
D-
pop up.
Yeah, Snoop played D cover. Who am I? What's my mother? What's my name?
I wish they fucking tell me this shit that he.
DMX played the intro. Okay,
Dane Grease, right?
I think that was Dane
Hold on,
Grease.
let me see. What the fuck? It's dark and hell is hot.
Regardless of the fact, I don't think this nigga
Yeah,
DMX is
I'm
beating
trying to
Jay-Z.
prove it though. You know me.
He's not beating Jay-Z, bro. I cannot
Snoop played
name
deep cover.
a
Then
rapper
X played the joint.
that's beating Jay-Z.
He's not.
I can't name one. I don't think rappers besides DMX naming himself can think of a rapper that's beating Jay-Z.
Dog, Nas can bang with. Man, Nas can go with Jay.
I beg to
think that
differ.
Nas
Nas
beat
beat
20
Jay in a battle.
20? Yeah, but that's not the same thing. You talking about
I'll play Ether.
you talking
on that
about
nigga.
hot
I'll play
hits,
Ether right in the middle of that shit.
hot hits.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I gotta do this to you.
They play Ether like bomb. They go Ether. Can't hold that.
All right, there's 1 point. You
So
got
the-
one
so,
mic.
all right,
There's
all right.
2 points.
All right, hold on. So the intro of "As Dark as Hell and Hell is Hot" was done by Irv Gotti and Lil Rob. Rough Riders Anthem, Swiss Beats. Fucking with D, Dane Grease. The Storm, Dane Grease. PKY, Madman. Look Through My Eyes, Dane Grease, PK. I'm gonna just name Dane Grease. Get At Me, Dog, Dane Grease. He played that. Let Me Fly, Dane Grease.
He didn't.
X is Coming.
He played.
PK.
He didn't play Get At Me,
He
dog.
definitely played Get At Me, Dog.
He ain't play Get Me.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
Dane
his
Grease.
biggest
So
shit.
that right
Dane
there
Grease.
kills the
Damien.
He
theory.
should have played.
Damien,
He
Dane
should-
Grease.
He should
He
have
played
played X
Damien?
is No, he should have played X is Coming for You.
Maybe he said.
How's It Go
Maybe.
Down, PK. Mickey,
Bro, maybe
PK.
I'm telling. Listen, DMX might be going for another verses and using some tracks
Stop being greedy, Dane
for
Grease.
somebody else.
ATF, Dane
He
Grease.
did play ATF. That. Boom,
That's
boom,
my
boom.
shit.
Knock me a door. ATF.
For my
But-
dogs, Dane Grease. I can feel it, Dane Grease. Prayer, damn, Dane Grease. I told you he was all over this first
The
album.
first album was the dopest because it was. I have not. I'm.
Did he
not,
play Niggas Done Started something?
Niggas? No, he didn't play that.
Dane Grease.
Didn't play that. He played more shit off his second album. It's dark.
But we already proved it. with
He
with
played
Get At Me,
dog.
It's
Yo,
proven.
let's put it this way. X had 20 tracks. At least 5 of them should have came off that first album, which would have been an
Maybe he was just
that
showing
would've
his
ended-
versatility.
Nah, maybe X didn't think that. Maybe X was like, nah, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood is my favorite album. These are the tracks
That's
I
true.
think killed it. X do what he want. That's what we're
He
trying
said,
to say.
okay. Here, my cousin said Lil Wayne probably can beat Jay-Z.
That's still not true.
Yeah,
I am sorry.
it's not true.
That's not my era.
It's not true.
It is kind of my era.
It
but
is.
that's not true. That is absolutely not true. Jay-Z has too many hits
He has
that are better than Lil Wayne's hits.
Well, if you're saying competition wise to try to compete because they have a lot of hot records, but it doesn't mean that he would win. He might have enough to try to compete, but so does DMX. DMX has enough to compete,
Nobody's beating Jay-Z.
but they not winning.
So damn, if fucking
When it
Dre
comes
went
point
against
for
if
point,
Dre
That's not
played
the,
his
they're
catalog,
not in the same. They're not. That's not the same.
why?
Because what do you mean? Dre is a producer / rapper. That's different. This is Jay-Z. We're talking about, hey, these are his songs or the songs that he wrote.
Jay-Z versus white Beyonce.
Oh shit.
I mean, that's hard.
That is
Beyonce wins.
fucking hard. I think Beyonce
Beyonce
fucking
wins.
wins.
Beyonce wins, and it's a landslide.
Yeah. Yeah.
She ain't even a rapper.
It's
No.
a landslide.
Yeah.
My nigga.
I think he knows that.
Yes. 100%.
He knows that.
He'll probably tell you that. Like, oh, she gonna kill me. She gonna mop the floor with me. I guarantee you, Jay-Z will tell you.
Yeah.
So that's
No bullshit.
So that's
I mean, you're
so
talking
your
about
wife-
Destiny's Child and then all of Beyonce's albums, all the shit that she's been on featured, all, you know what I mean?
And she gonna play this shit that he did with her.
Yeah, and she gonna look at him while she doing it like, and you can't play none of
Oh,
this shit.
you right, cuz he said Lil Wayne can't beat him, but his catalog is long enough to
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. But he damn sure ain't beating him.
It would be, I think it would be more entertaining.
You want
watch
to see Beans
Lil
go
Wayne
against
versus
Tiara said she want to see Beans go against him. Beans can
Against
go,
who?
Against who?
He can go against Styles P.
Jiggaman Z?
The hardest in the street. He can go against Styles P, dog.
That would, yo, I want that.
Let me think about that because
Yeah,
I don't know
I
how I
want that.
feel about that.
Oh, I want that.
Yes, Beans can go against Styles P.
I want that.
You
Is
think
is
that
freestyles
Beans-
included?
well,
Is
yeah, I'm
freestyles
about to
included?
say.
Boy, if freestyles included, Beans gonna lose.
Yeah, he's gonna lose by a landslide too.
Nigga, think about them. Think
He's gonna
about them
lose
Rough-
by
think
a
about them
landslide.
Rough Rider
How many
freestyles we had.
Thousand
Phantom
bars?
Menaces?
1,000 bars?
How many?
Plus the locks disses? That
Nigga,
Nas
the
disses?
Locks-
No.
The Locks disses was harder against
No,
Rockefeller.
yes.
I told you I thought Beans shit was better. Beans, the diss. I think his diss
Nah,
was better.
I'm
And I'm a fucking Jada
He
Kiss fan.
said
through
you
and
you
through.
rapping on the disco beat now about the
I get what you're saying.
on the disco beat.
I get what you're saying. Those were two of the greatest diss songs ever made. But to me, only to me, the
'Cause you're from
Beans
Philly.
shit, nah, bro. I was a Kiss fan.
You know
Kiss
what?
my favorite rapper.
Beans. When it
that
comes
shit
to that
right there
battle,
was better.
Beans had a better energy. I like his delivery better.
But,
Nigga.
Because-
Kev, you Styles
Over
fan. You
the-
I love Styles, and I'll choose Styles
Oh.
over everything when it comes to music. But the battle,
Gang-
Beans' energy was
Gang-
Different.
Gangster and
different.
the Gentleman. Super Gangster and the Gentleman.
I have
Yeah,
both of
Gangster and
them
the
to this day.
Gentleman- Gangster and the
iTunes.
Gentleman beats what's the fuck is that?
He's no. Beans isn't. I don't. That's why I said I don't know. I don't think Beans' catalog is long enough to.
Oh,
fuck
she
with
said,
Styles.
but he can't use the locks. No.
Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Why?
Who can't use the locks?
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. I think he gotta. I get what she's saying. She's saying like, all right, just Beans, just Styles, meaning like only shit from your album, like only shit from your album or your own freestyles.
But he was a member of the locks.
But only shit from
Yo,
only
you
shit from
mad-
his
even
album.
then, I
Listen,
still
here
don't
go
think.
freestyle I hit you with. You talking
I'm
about
black.
You hear freestyles included. Remember that freestyle they had with Biggie?
Yeah,
They-
it's a lot of shit that they can pull from. I think
That's what I
Styles
was
wins.
saying.
Styles
even
wins.
I think
Oh.
Styles wins. His
State
catalog
property.
is a little bit too
Okay,
long.
State Property Hot 97 freestyle. This and Nas.
Ooh.
Wait,
That's
run
what I'm
that
saying.
back.
Like state properties, whatchamacallit,
They
This
freestyle-
and Nas. Yeah. Oh my God. You bringing back memories. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck that is, but you
That's
bring
my
back
cousin
some
right
memories.
there.
God
That's my cousin.
damn.
Good, cuz
Bringing back some good memories
Yeah.
too.
Yo.
That's when you had to, nigga. We had to.
You
either
had
get
to
the
be-
tapes or you had to listen to.
You
the
had
shit
to
live.
be up for that shit.
Yes.
We used to call each other for that shit. Like, yo, they about to play. Kev would be on a route somewhere in New
Or
York
That's why I was
or
working in
North
New York.
Jersey, and he would call us like, yo, they playing this shit right now. They playing this shit right now. And I'm like, okay, we ain't got no Hot 97
Yeah.
down here, bro. It's
I
radio,
said that
radio.
earlier too. Yeah, I was
You
like,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
I
he like,
was
I'm listening to this shit.
I would listen.
All right,
I
Kev,
worked in
thanks.
North Jersey all the time, and that's when I was getting Hot 97 because we from South Jersey. I'm like, yo,
Jealous.
like the shit was crazy.
Call you Jello.
I had the freestyles in the booth, especially when I stayed overnight, and they would
Oh,
play
you was spending the night.
because I had to because we did
At Sal's P House.
nah, but they would have Flex had because Flex still has it, but Flex at night with the bombs or Flex had niggas come to the studio. I'm like, I was there. I heard shit when Fab and Kiss was in the studio freestyling on Flex shit. I was there, but I'm saying that would be the perfect
That's a really
battle.
good battle. That's a really
Beans
good battle.
versus
Styles.
Styles P.
Yo, we should start putting that shit up.
We got to, dog.
And just tagging versus. Yo, Beans versus Styles P. Please.
Right.
Beans versus Styles P.
That would be the hardest niggas out.
That
right
would be
there.
dope.
You got the
I-
hardest from Philly and the hardest from New
I can
York.
see that.
I want that. I want it. Yo.
Man,
Nah, that would be the ultimate. Cause
the
you
energy there would be crazy.
got Beans coming.
One's healthy, the other one is clearly not.
He got shot. That's why.
Oh, I know, nigga.
I gotta talk like this. I can't.
I was there. He still do shows too. I still don't understand
I
it.
can't have my voice up.
Gotta eat.
So you're making fun of the man who I think he's operating off of
All
one
right,
lung.
now, somebody said we
one
was
lung.
talking about earlier about TR. We said Wayne going. They said Wayne against Jay-Z. Kev and Dre both shot it down.
No, we
didn't-
said that would be the more
Sponsored
entertaining
ass
of
Google
all.
Beans.
You don't think?
It got
I think that would be
pictures
the
of
most
beans.
entertaining, but I don't think Wayne would win.
Wayne wouldn't. Win.
I don't think
Wayne
he-
wouldn't
I
win
don't think
against
he would
our
win.
age group, but he will definitely probably win against a younger demographic that grew up with Wayne that didn't grow up so much with Jay-Z.
Gotta be Fat Beans. Can we get Fat Beans back?
Yeah, maybe.
But that's what Jay would not win against kids, 30 and under. And they be
Yeah, but
picking
you gotta
Wayne.
understand who is the majority of the people that's watching
Versus go out.
Us.
exactly, because how many of the younger crowd is paying attention to what Swiss and Timberland is doing? Everybody that they put up there that they put up for verses is been
That, but
from
listen,
our
Wayne
age.
Wayne
celebrate.
features
Yeah.
Wayne features like my cousin. Wayne features. He said Wayne feature will make it interesting.
I agree with that.
That's true, but
he
Jigga got
won't win.
features as well.
He won't win.
He wouldn't win.
You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin.
You know what? Jay-Z gonna be mad as hell when Wayne pull out that feature with Destiny's Child.
He set
I
that
got a
up.
feature with your wife.
No,
on
he set
it.
that up.
But I don't think they would do it.
That was a story. Like Jay-Z actually set that up.
What? Oh, with Wayne and see, look at that. Then what if Jay-Z used that against Wayne? Yeah, I did this for
coordinated
you.
this.
Who got you that bag, Lil Weezy?
So
Lil
nobody.
Wayne.
So Jay just on God's
He's
status.
unbeaten. Yeah,
Unless
nigga,
he
you
go
ain't know
against
that.
unless he go against his wife.
They go right. Then
She
then
is
he's-
the god,
She's the god.
and Jay-Z prays to her.
So Jay is off limit. Dr. Dre against
Oh,
Rick Rubin.
man.
Dr. Dre against Rick Rubin is one I would love to see.
Dr. Rubin.
It's hard to see. You know what? I think that Dre versus Jay might be the better
Dre said
competition.
I don't think that.
He
works.
said-
I don't think Dre could beat Rick Rubin personally. I think Rick
he
Rubin's reach is too
can.
long.
He can.
But
I'm
I
sorry.
don't think so, bro. You talking about Rick Rubin is going into eras and eras and eras, bro. From old to new.
Dre was in that era in 80. Dre
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
that era.
but-
he got NWA in that era. Dre got
That's
I might have been
fine.
there.
Dre got Pac, Dre got Snoop, Dre got
Yeah.
Dre got Nas, Dre got Busta Rhymes.
Why you talking like that?
I'm
Yeah,
just
but
saying.
I
I'm
mean,
just
I don't
naming
know.
people. I'm naming
Rick
the people.
Rubin,
Rubin has people too.
A
Rubin has
lot.
Jay. He has Run DMC. He has Beastie Boys.
Fat Boys.
He has LL.
LL. A lot of people.
That's
pretty
a
sure-
lot of
Slick
blows,
Rick.
bro. That's a lot of blows.
people, dude.
That's a lot of blows,
And
and that's
has
just the
Eminem.
tip of the iceberg. Yep.
He has a lot of people.
A
dude.
lot of blows.
Well, Drake got M too. Jay
yeah, but
never-
imagine you got your stars used against you.
Oh, Jay never had a number one until Empire State of Mind.
So he's still his catalog still destroys niggas. Don't matter what number one was, just matter what when you play that one song and he countered with some shit, and you be like, oh, that was my shit. That shit was probably one of the greatest songs ever. No matter what was number one.
Because you're gonna be in that room like, oh man. See what the verses.
He got all
do,
haymakers.
what verses do is when how it takes you back to where you was at when that song dropped. Like if Nas was to do a battle against Jay, he dropped "If I Ruled the World." I remember exactly everything that happened that day when that shit came on the radio. I knew what exactly I was doing at that time and moment where I was at. I had a radio.
Masturbate.
Nah, I was pushing Peanut. Peanut was born. This is '95 when this happened. '95, and I was listening to '99. It's like we got a new record for Nas. It's hot. It's killing the streets. And we was pushing him in the stroller.
Is that an exact quote?
Nah, that's how they came. We was pushing the stroller. We had a boom box on the back of the stroller, a radio. Big radio's a boom box. It's old school. On the back of the stroller, pushing, and they dropped "If I Ruled the World." Nigga, you just I literally stopped. Like, yo, what the fuck is this?
It's one of my favorite songs
I stopped.
to date.
I stopped pushing the stroller. Like, yo, what the fuck is this? And just had to listen to this song all the way through. I'm like, yo,
Lauryn Hill.
what was that I just heard?
Lauryn
But
Hill.
that's what verses do to you. That's
I
how
ain't
I
know
think
Curtis
that.
Blow did it.
Huh?
I ain't even know Curtis Blow did it.
Oh, word?
You don't remember Curtis Blow, If I Rule the World, John?
Oh, yeah. I heard.
I didn't even know the song.
Because Curtis Blow's behead. But I know everybody has a song when these verses come out. You like, yo, I remember what I was doing that day when that song dropped. Like, it's just, you don't have, I don't know, maybe kids do have that anticipation for music, but because not with streaming, it doesn't make it so intimate. But back then, you had to, like, listen to the radio at certain times of day, and
Right,
you
to get
knew,
that
like,
shit.
oh, shit, what is
Absolutely. Absolutely. You definitely had to listen to that
this?
shit.
Just like when you said Jay, when he dropped the Hard Knocks Life, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I heard samples before, but this was the first time with the Annie sample. You was like, yo, what?
And then they use it again. They didn't use another Annie sample and put it on fucking Beans album.
Yeah, they should have did that.
Nah, it was fine.
But that shit right there, you was like, yo. I remember when Beans first came out, you like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, who the fuck is this Beanie sequel? So, would you want to see a Freeway Joel?
Freeway and who?
Do Cassidy just out of spite.
Well, that was talked. I think you be seeing shit and don't be remembering. That was talked about. Freeway and Cassidy.
Yo, put on the beat.
That was talked about. I think
Put on the beat.
I don't. And the crazy thing is, if you go to what's the fucking first shit with the John on it, free, ooh, like that. That is a classic. I feel like Cassidy commercial records just
His ass.
they wasn't it.
He got to do all his.
No disrespect to him. I just feel like they was never it. But I'm a Hustler was good.
You know what? Cass could have went against like underground for underground. Like Fab shit wasn't that good. His commercial shit.
Right.
Fab underground shit. A whole nother. That was a
I
different
think
ball.
Fab didn't play a lot of shit that he should have played that would have contested.
I don't think he could have
with
banged.
Jada.
I don't think he banged with Jada. Jada just had Jada.
I don't think he would have been able to compete, but it's a lot of tracks that he could have played. Like, yeah, shit with Lil Mo he could have ran down with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
shit
gotta
that
play
really hit
Superwoman.
the streets.
He with every time he tried to go,
He didn't get down with none of the summertime shootouts.
because I
Like
don't know
that
if he
shit.
owns the tracks and shits, but anything he could have played, it was like when Kiss dropped shit, it was like, yo, I remember that. That's the first thing you said. I remember that. When I heard Kiss battle, I rapped every fucking song Kiss played. Fab, I was like, yeah, I remember that. It's cool. Just like with X, everything X played, I'm like, oh shit, and they're just going ham on the shit. I went to Wildwood listening to that battle. Driving to Wildwood listening to the DMX and Snoop battle. Nigga, my kids looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm in this motherfucking spaz and rapping like X on all these tracks. And my brother, because what
Yep.
pissed me off was my brother's like, yeah, X lost to Snoop. I said, why X lose? Why X lose to Snoop? Yeah, how his performance? I said, bro, his performance? I said, nigga, let me ask you a question. Everything Snoop dropped, was you going bar for? Was you singing that shit? Was you going bar for bar, repeating that shit? He's like, nah.
A lot of it, yes.
I said, everything he dropped. He's like, nah. I said, everything X dropped. Did you not? Everything. I'm talking about all 20 tracks. You went like, yo, X let the joint go. What there was Brenda, Lakeisha. He had to go into that second verse. Even Snoop was rapping this shit like that.
But hey, be fair, both of them was rapping each other's shit.
It was.
Because they both had classic shit. Snoop shit was just more classic. That's what I said. It wasn't a fair battle. Not because Snoop is that much better. I just think that in both of their eras, they were the shit in their eras.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like DMX had that era. He was my favorite fucking rapper in '98. You couldn't tell me shit. '97. You couldn't tell me shit.
You couldn't say nothing about X. You couldn't say nothing about X on the first two albums.
At all. But
Dark as Hell, Hot Flesh, Blood in My Blood. You couldn't say nothing. About X.
But Snoop has songs that. How long ago was '93?
That's why. Nigga, I was in the 3rd grade.
It's like 30 years ago though.
Yeah.
Yeah. When that shit come on, I'm turning it up.
But that's what killed me. Like, he waited so long.
When his shit come on.
He held on to so much shit. Like, why would you not? X is killing you right now. Drop some of them bombs on this nigga. Drop when you first came onto the scene. When Snoop, you didn't have the braids yet. You had the short haircut, the waves. Y'all niggas was playing. What was that joint?
What the fuck are you talking about?
When Snoop first came out.
Snoop had braids? Snoop had
a short
waves?
He had a short haircut. He had the little fro, the mini fro. When Snoop first came out, he had the hat on.
He had the hat on. Yeah, he did have that on.
He's riding the 6'4". What was that song called? They was playing volleyball and shit. What was that shit called?
No, that was what I was singing.
Let me ride.
No,
That ain't the song that
Dre.
they was doing that, but that was the song I was singing.
Dipset.
I had to make a.
I think Dipset would be
I
good
had
to
to make
see.
something. My bad. I don't know if people can see it.
You're
but
not
I
gonna be
can
able to
see
see that.
that whole time.
Nah, Dipset. Who could Dipset go against?
Dipset could go against.
That'd be a crew joint. Could they go against the Locks?
No.
You think they get nine?
I was about to say I'll scoff at that. No.
Who was Dipset competing with at that time?
It would be Dipset and G Unit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dipset
yeah.
and G Unit.
You remember Diplomat Immunity? You remember
Diplomatic
Raheem?
Community.
Yeah, when Raheem,
red
the
and blue
blue,
disc.
red and the blue disc. The red disc was the best disc. Was it the red disc?
I forget. We liked a lot of it, and there was a lot of songs on there that, like I said, I knew some. I didn't even realize like
How many joints you like?
how many. Yeah, but they had a lot of shit, man. That's what that sample shit was crazy. Shout out to the Heatmakers, yo. Them samples was.
You remember Old Boy came out and Cam had the pink fur on? Oh boy. He had the bottom of
He had pink everything. He had the pink range.
But he had that big giant pink fur in that video.
The pink
Old
Lambo.
Old Boy drop.
Yeah, it was
That-
on some different shit.
Yeah.
Cam, that was Cam.
That one.
niggas
Care
out.
about
The
the
anger
Look.
is bubbling underneath Cam's skin right now, or he's drunk.
Yo, but G Unit first album. They first track on that G Unit joint.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, nah, G Unit can.
I wasn't as big a G
I
Unit
was a
fan
big
as
G
you
Unit.
were.
I was a big G Unit fan.
I remember you were playing that. I was like, cool.
Nigga,
I was
what?
still on the lock shit. I was not. Like, I'm not saying I wasn't fucking with
Oh
it at
man,
all.
when
I
they
just
battled
wasn't
each other,
on
that
it.
shit was terrible.
That shit
for
made me
G.
mad.
That pretty much broke them up.
I didn't become a G Unit
You
fan.
did this to us.
I didn't become a G. I stopped being a G Unit and 50 fan because after they battled, because 50 battled.
He was like,
the
"Why would you
Lox
do
when
that,
he
50?"
When he dropped the second album, not the mass. It was the massacre.
That was the massacre.
And after the massacre, his
Nah,
album
I
fell.
can't. I'm about to say you bought that shit.
I bought the massacre was
I remember
hot.
You had it.
Massacre was hot. After that, he fell off a fucking cliff. When he made that other joint with This Is 50 or some shit like that.
Shop. I let you
when he
lick
had-
the lollipop.
That shit was yo massacre.
I let you lick the lollipop.
Yo,
I'll
the
take you to
massacre
the candy
was
shop.
the massacre was cool.
Let you like the
I was
lollipop.
like, dog, I was like, damn, nigga, you really?
Come on, show me what you got.
We was all thinking like, yo, they're gonna do a G Unit, D Block mashup, G Block or something, D Unit or G Block.
I'm
something.
giving bitches the D unit.
I gave her the D Unit.
I'm saying G block. I would like that. G block.
G
I
Block.
hate it.
But dog, I thought that was coming out. But when they battle, I'm like, yo, Fifth, you don't realize it's cool when you diss Ja Rule. It's cool when you went after Fat Joe. Nigga, you can't.
go after the Locks.
You
The Locks
can't
had-
go after the Locks.
had the
I don't
streets.
give a fuck.
You can't go
how
after
you
Locks.
think how commercial
You
you
lost.
think these niggas are. Fuck the commercial success, nigga. 50, you are the streets at this point. You went after the streets. Nigga said, all right,
Yeah,
you're
you
done.
lost.
You're done.
No matter what.
Cause look, think about the mixtapes. How you bought your mixtapes? How I bought my mixtapes back in the day was how much D Block is on this shit, how much G Unit shit is on, how much G Unit shit is on this mixtape, and whoever else that fill in the blanks. When them niggas started battling, I'm like, D Block everywhere on this shit. It's me. I'm gonna get this mixtape. Cause your mixtapes, your singles at the time was on the radio, but you heard as a dude, most of your singles was heard off of mixtapes. Think about that shit. Most of the singles you heard was off of mixtapes. Like, yo, this a like when Sheik had all this joint, Mighty Mighty D Block. That was on his album,
mixtapes, though.
but that was on the mixtape.
Yeah.
But that's how them niggas
That's
should
because
do that.
because they wanted you to check that mixtape out, give it a little bit of fire, and it's like a little prelude to the album that's coming out. Like, oh, this coming on the album. What else he got like that?
Yeah.
Niggas get sick off the preludes.
Yeah.
You remember in Big Mike?
I remember they used to they'll do a song and then they'd leave the third verse off, and you'd be like,
I don't remember
oh.
that.
Yeah, they would
Cam
reverse-
did, on like mixtapes. Like if
They
they
would
had a
leave a
special
verse off,
mixtape, they would leave a verse off
they would-
purposely so you'd have to
they would-
hear it
they
on the
would-
album.
they would-
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
you meant so you can rap on it.
No,
No,
they
no,
would leave it
no.
off.
That's why I was like, wait a minute. They used to do that? Just inviting people to rap
Nah,
on
they
it?
would end the joint like
They would end it early.
They like more fire. They would cut it off like
And
Big
then
Mike
the
would
guy
just-
starts
Big
talking.
Mike.
Big Mike would always cut it off.
Yeah.
He'd be like, coming next.
Yeah.
Big Mike had the best mix.
Yeah.
I got a lot.
Where's
of
Big
them.
Mike now?
We lived off of Big Mike.
I don't know.
Where is he?
He's small Mike now.
I don't know. I'm mad because Big Mike had some of the
Keto
best.
Mike.
Nah, keep going. Fuck it. All right. I'm here now.
Oh.
Your mic fucked up.
Yeah, you done fucked it up,
Don't
Dre.
point at me.
Nah, but
Yes.
it's some versus battles that has to be done, man. Like
You broke your mic.
I did. I don't know how that happened.
You've been fucking with this mic the whole time.
Uh,
That's all right. We getting a new table set.
We can definitely get a new table set.
All right, man. Listen, we've been going for 2 hours and 11 minutes.
All right. Well, we're done. What are we talking about? We're done quarantine conversation.
This is like quarantine conversation number 2.
Even though we're here.
Listen, we tell people all the time, niggas be lunching. Like you can, I can bring you in on the screen. You could be a part of the conversation if you're not scared.
Get scared, bitch.
Ladies, if your hair is done, you ain't walking.
If your hair's dead,
You know, chicks don't want
hair's
to.
done, nails done,
Females don't want.
dead.
Females don't want to get on. Niggas that get on here with no cut and just start talking. Females, they gotta do their wig.
Hey,
No
hey, it's
cut.
quarantine.
Taking
You know
advantage
what
of
I'm
the brain.
saying?
Motherfuckers is nodding and throwing up. You know that. You don't want to owe that man. He'll get the picture. Kodak man got a love for war. I don't floss no more. I just sit on my money till I'm above the law.
Oh,
Versus that.
bars.
How the fuck you gonna stop us with your measly asses? We don't stop at the toll. We got easy passes.
Ooh.
Nigga, multiple cars and divas with D classes. Iceberg sweats with IV on the elastic. Shit.
Who was that?
Jay-Z, bitch.
What?
I'm
See,
not a Jay-Z
and
fan.
that's how you know Jay-Z slapping niggas.
He got too much shit, dog.
Cam said, "Who's that?"
Right, right. You feel
That
me?
was some fucking fire.
Yeah. Listen, like listen,
Yeah.
I wasn't a big J. I wasn't a big J fan back then. I was more of a Nas fan than a J fan. I keep it G real with you.
Okay.
I was.
Keep it G Block with me.
Like a lot of
Keep it G Block. We gotta start saying that, bro.
G Block. They should. I think fifth and G Unit could drop a joint right now. I don't know if 50
Damn
gonna
it,
be
Dre.
if 50 50 got a lot of shit going on. I don't know if he would do it.
50 don't want to rap no more. 50 don't have to rap.
He
no more.
he
50
really
doesn't have
don't.
to do anything.
If
I think he
50's
likes
on-
TV
patrol
more.
people.
I think he
Nah,
likes TV
50's
more.
on Pop Smoke shit.
Well, guess what?
Because
No, he produced it and
Pop-
is on it. Yeah.
Pop Smoke remind me of 50. That's why I fuck with Pop Smoke. I'm mad that they killed him. I knew nothing about Pop Smoke till he died. I'm ashamed to say that. And I was streaming music because I was streaming music.
You put him in that young crowd.
I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
But when I was streaming music and when he died, they like 'cause I would always listen to like I would put new hip hop on. That's one of my streaming channels.
Got you.
It wasn't until Pop Smoke died that they said we're gonna put him into your new category. I'm like, who the fuck Pop Smoke? And I heard this nigga. I'm like, all right, and I just went back and did the whole thing. Like my brother put me on the Dave East. I heard Dave East on a couple freestyles, and I was like, all right, it's cool. But he was like at the end of the freestyle, and I wasn't feeling the song. I wasn't feeling his verse. And my brother said, yo, bro, listen to Dave East some more. I said, all right. I'm like, oh, okay, I fuck with Dave East. I fuck with Pop Smoke. I'm like, I'm mad. Like, damn, this nigga remind me of 50.
Mm-hmm.
When 50 came out. Like, even though he says the same thing repeatedly, but still, he reminds me of 50.
It's a certain. I know that people like all of us won't get it. It's a certain lyrical quality that he has, but you do have to break down that young nigga talk to know what he's saying. It's like, oh, he's saying this. That nigga talking some shit.
Yeah, I fuck with the boy Chef G.
Haven't.
I fuck with him a lot.
I gotta listen to.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, I gotta listen.
Not
to
familiar.
Yeah, but let's end this motherfucking podcast. We rambling like a motherfucker, man.
Okay, well that was more of a quarantine conversation. So we're gonna wrap this up by saying, please subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe.
YouTube,
What?
We are
iTunes, Google
on-
Play,
No,
Spotify.
Google Play is done.
Well, oh, okay.
It's ending.
Yeah,
ending.
previously Google Play.
Previously
iTunes,
on Google Play.
Spotify,
Cancel.
YouTube. Nah, I didn't cancel. They switched over to YouTube Music, so
So that's where we at then.
I'm guessing that's where we're gonna be at.
Ooh,
YouTube Music, bitch.
changes.
Also, our YouTube, please subscribe. That's where we need to subscribe is at.
Yes.
We ain't gonna beg y'all, but just go over there, click the subscribe. If you want to hit the bell so you can get, I guess, any notifications on when we put shit up there. Anything you missed today can be found on our YouTube, and also on every Tuesday night, pretty much, you can get the actual podcast.
You get the audio version.
Yes.
You get the audio
You can
on
listen
Tuesday
to it on
and
your
you get the
ride.
visual on Friday.
Listen to it while you working. Put it in your headphones, or if you want to see us and have a visual, you can check us out on
on
YouTube.
YouTube. Also, if you, I lost my train of thought.
Also, if you want, listen. Also, we do. It's not a Friday. It's not every Friday, but on Fridays we do.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
On Fridays we do a thing. On Fridays we do a thing called Quarantine Conversation.
Talk about it.
I'll let you know on Thursday if it's coming out, but on Friday we do Quarantine Conversation. It's basically a free flowing show. There's no set topic. There's no nothing. If you gone in there, if you want to talk about something, we do our best with our knowledge that we do have to further the conversation along, but it's more or less for the fans. It's more or less for the fans to talk about what they got going on, what they want to see changes in, or, maybe they got a business they want to talk about, or maybe they got something on their mind they want to talk about. We give you the opportunity on our platform on Quarantine Conversations to just speak, and we let you talk. It's a free-flowing conversation. There's no set topic. There's no points we gotta hit or nothing. It's just we just go off the dome and we let our fans have fun with it.
Just good old conversation.
It's a good conversation.
Just rapping with each other.
We give you a link on all of our Quarantine Conversations. We give you a link that you click the link. We bring you in on camera. You on our stuff. We put it on our YouTube page. It's just a good thing to do. We just have these convos. It's just these free flowing conversation that be good. For hours.
It's good interaction.
Come interact with us.
Yes. Good interaction for conversations. Always good
so
one-on-ones, two-on-twos.
we bring people in on that, and also so on Quarantine Conversations, look out for that shit. If you got something you want to talk about on Quarantine on Friday, and me and Dre are free, we throw the shit up there. We hit you the link. We just start rapping. We do the Quarantine Conversation. We go from there. As far as the show as an Opinionated podcast page, we like fan interaction. We're not the type of show that like, here comes this nigga comment. Let's just look at this shit and keep going.
No,
No, we like to bring y'all on like we had today. Our show was about
we want to hear y'all comments.
protecting our black queens. I'm surprised that not a lot of females commented or had something to say or wanted to be on screen to talk about ways they don't feel protected by their black males.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, talk, man. Let's do the damn thing. Like, let's
We
talk.
definitely want to hear from y'all and your opinions and what there's definitely a lot of different opinions that we might not express that you could bring to the table. You know what I mean? And we want to get all perspectives from everybody's mind. So we appreciate if y'all comment. It doesn't have to be live. It could be later on. There's no time restrictions. You can see it a year from today. You can see something last year that we posted. You want to comment on it? Comment on it. We'll drop back on there.
Tag your
We're
friends.
speaking. Yeah, facts.
Tag your friends.
Tag your friends. You know what I mean? Share, subscribe, like Dre said.
Yeah.
The support is definitely needed, and if you have something, we are all for supporting others as well. So, one hand wash the other, both wash the face. You know how that goes.
Exactly.
Hey, and tell us how you like our new setup. Go to our Opinionated page. Go to our Instagram page. Tell us how you like the setup. Tell us if you like the setup, because this is what it is, and we would like to hear from y'all.
Look, we look our eyes is lazy and our eyes are low because we've been drinking. Kev's been smoking.
Kev's been drinking.
And Dre's energy drink is wearing off.
It is. We were your hosts.
I'm Cool Kev.
Dash.
And I'm Big Dre. See you next time, everybody.
Peace.
Everybody.
Big Dre.